9:35 p.m. from within our bunker. We waited regrettably, but not necessarily, for the return of the demons Ophelia had banished moments prior. The air was thick with tension and brimstone, each breath laced with a faint sting of sulfur and scorched stone. There was a silence in the space, the kind of silence that settles before a storm. Not peace, but a pause, like the world holding its breath in anticipation of the violence to come. As we lingered, preparing ourselves for the inevitable resurgence of these unwelcome guests, a figure approached from the dim. A feline creature, Tabaxi by the looks of him, strolled into view with curious, almost disarming gait. His fur, though dusty from ashland and wind, was well kept, and there was a spark of life in his amber eyes that stood in stark contrast to the abyssal ruin surrounding us. Most assuredly not a demon, though walking into a war zone so casually suggested either immense confidence or a staggering foolishness. Possibly both. And we warned him rather politely, I thought, that demons were due back at any moment, and almost on cue the foul creatures appeared, their forms sliding back into existence with the greasy sound of tearing leather and snarling flame. The Tabaxi, to his credit, leapt into action with impressive speed and efficiency, smashing to the nearest demon before it could even settle fully into its place. Quite the introduction, really. In the chaos, we dispatched the creatures with swift brutality. Two more bodies returned to the filth from whence they came. Regrettably, we lost two tiefling guards in this process. Brave lads, but poorly positioned. And then, of course, came the inevitable question, what now? With the immediate danger dispatched, we turned our attention to this Tabaxi, Leaf, as he introduced himself, and I observed him rather carefully during this questioning. His answers rang true enough, and there was a steadiness in his posture that I learned to associate with honesty. Still, trust is not a currency that I spend lightly, particularly in the abyss where we are now. I've seen too many honest faces backed by these knives. Ophelia, in her usual forward fashion, proposed that all of us step into a zone of truth, as if these secrets might unravel themselves with a touch of divine prodding. To my quiet surprise, everyone complied. Everyone, that is, except for Balinor, the vampire. Charming, polished, well-spoken, and entirely too evasive for my liking. He stepped in only briefly, offering few questions with that eternal smile of his, and then stepped right back out again. It was, in essence, the controversial equivalent of a magician pulling the rabbit from the hat. Amusing, but leaving one with more questions than answers. And he's a real talker, our Balinor, always with a warm nod, the flick of wit, the flash of fang, and yet something about him coils in my gut like spoiled wine. I don't trust him. Not entirely. But in this place, trust is the rare flower best admires from a distance, and never plucked without gloves. Azovich, ever the resourceful one, though I hesitate to call him predictable, gestured towards the door we had yet to inspect. Always a pleasure when the party notices doors before we're halfway through another life or a death ambush. With little ceremony and even less optimism, we did follow him through. The air beyond was cooler, carrying the scent of rust and something faintly acidic. Perhaps old oil or ghosts of machines long since shut down. The corridor opened into what appeared to be a lookout post, its narrow slits of reinforced glass offering us a wide, desolate view of the surrounding ruins. The wind whispered through the cracks of stone like the butler muttering disapproval under his breath, and it felt empty, watchful. We stood there for some time, staring out into this lifeless abyss in front of us, and we did what adventurers so rarely do. We actually talked. At length. Whether to remain here, study, or charge in pursuit of this unknown, there was mention of a computer system, something ancient and possibly capable of simplifying this cursed puzzle that we are now stuck in. But, in true form, the decision was made for us. As no opportunity presented itself, one must learn to treasure those rare moments when free will is simply not a decorative notion. We agreed to make the most of the time that we did have, a rare luxury downtime, though not without its own complications. Several projects were surfaced as priorities, as I dutifully began noting them like a proper steward, preparing for the new season of housework. So we wanted to establish an anchor, have this as our home point, stabling us here, letting the rest swallow, lest the rest abyss swallow us whole. We wanted to open a portal to Gaia, back to our homeland, a tantalizing possibility, assuming that we wish to return and can get there. We wish to activate the golems, an endeavor I regard with equal parts curiosity and deep suspicion. Sentient stone and metal rarely distinguishes fiend from foe until it's throttling the wrong neck. And we need ammunition and arms, which is naturally Clinus's burden. If this workshop holds even half the promises it whispers, he may be able to forge proper weaponry, tools that do more than spark and sputter when our lives depend on it. And that night we took our rest. The stone beneath us was cold and unyielding, the silence heavy with secrets. As we pulled our tights closer, polished Clank polished the revolver that he's grown fondly of, and try not to dwell on the questions that outnumber our answers. The abyss is a place of unraveling. One must be terribly careful with the threads one tugs upon in the dark. Next morning. Morning came, or rather, something that seems to pass as here, this lightless still, with the familiar sting of copper and damp stone clinging in the air. One doesn't so much wake in the abyss as they do resurface, like a cork from the depth that you wish you hadn't measured. We stirred a soft, off-key humming echoing through the chambers, and unmistakably Kudo, cheerful as ever, is the only way Tortles and certain doomful officers manage to be before breakfast. With a curious calmness, Kudo informed us that, as we may, if we so desired, journey to the astral plane. And just like that, as if proposing a mid-morning stroll through the garden for tea, Azovich, Leaf, and Kudo himself were all very eager to depart. No surprises there. Ophelia and I, by contrast, found the idea somewhat premature. There is a great deal of unfinished business here, and I, for one, prefer not to just hop across dimensions like I'm chasing after a runaway corgi. But before debate could unfold to earnest, Kudo, bless him, touched the council, and that curious hum of ancient magic stirred in the air like the low whine of a kettle that never quite boils. As a shudder rang up my spine, the portal ignited, its edges rippling with silver light, and the unmistakable scent of ozone and lavender in the air. It was beautiful, yes, but beauty in these places rarely means safety. Without so much as a backward glance, Azovich just strode through, all grace and certainty. Kevik and Balak followed, as if they were late for a meeting, and the astral plane has refreshments waiting. And that left Balinor, eternally mysterious and maddeningly pleasant, and Karn behind, watching from the shadows. I could only guess their reasons, but as a portal shimmered in front of us, Ashes, Ophelia, and I stood in this rather awkward silence, the sort you might experience when your party suddenly decides to disband over brunch without warning. As the faint wind passes through the portal, cool and dry, carrying with the feelings of these unfinished thoughts, Ophelia blinked, I folded my arms, and Ashes adjusted her posture, as if waiting for a cue from a play that no longer held the script. And we were left standing there, bewildered, hesitant, decidedly uninvited into this grand adventure, trying to make sense out of what had just had transpired, as half our party jumped through the portal. I cannot say whether we were left behind or simply chose not to run forward without thinking. Personally, I find a moment's reflection preferable to 1,000 regrets, but perhaps I'm old-fashioned that way. So, we all stepped through the portal and were immediately struck, not by flame or fury, as is so often the case, but by an unsettling sort of beauty. Above us stretched the most exquisite skies we've ever had the misfortune to witness, deep, infinite, glittering stars that are so impossibly bright that it made one question whether they were real or not, or merely the work of some divine stagehand with a flair for the dramatic. And we were standing, or rather floating, atop these jagged fragments of rock, something between the asteroid or the forgotten platform, suspended in a sea of sparkling void. Enormous crystals jutted from the surface like fractured grass, humming faintly with this latent magic, and the air, if one could call it that, carried faint vibrations like the soft purr of the orchestra's waking up. And Leaf, ever the feline scout, kept prowling the perimeter, graceful alert and soft-footed vigilance. One must admire all instinct for direction, but even I suspect he has a habit of leaping before he looks. Ophelia, in a display of ingenuity and frankly smells suspiciously like showsmanship, tapped her prayer beads and transformed us into floating wisps of vapor. Not precisely the most dignified forms of someone in a tailored coat, but I must admit the sensation of this weightlessness, cool, ethereal, utterly detached from the burden of gravity, was quite refreshing. As we drifted through this impossible dreamscape, we caught sight of structures ahead. This fortress, or perhaps a bunker, nestled itself like a pearl in the heart of this crystalline storm. But what captured our attention most was Kudo, or rather, what has become of him. The normally grounded turtle, full of quiet wisdom and methodical caution, began swirling through the skies like a giddy child chasing butterflies. As he spun, hummed, and danced in the air, all of it, he claimed, was because of a song, a melody that only he could hear. It was not just joy, it was an obsession for him, and that frightened me more than I care to let on. Azovich, whose perceptiveness is often hidden behind layers of sarcasm and eyebrow-raising choices, made a rather sharp observation. If this melody was no simple tune, but a curse perhaps this spell could aid Kudo, and indeed it did seem to help. Or a protective spell could help him. Kudo, once entranced, suddenly grew quieter, and not calmed, he's merely deprived. He convinced Ophelia cast a spell on him, protection from good and evil. He confessed that he no longer heard this song, but he did wish to know how it ended. The worm in his brain was also convincing him to try to listen to it and find the end. There was something mournful in his voice, like someone remembering the last notes of their lullaby that the mother used to hum to him right before the world turned upside down. The structure itself was unnerving. It lacked these windows, it lacked warmth, it lacked invitation. It was just a perfect dome. Smooth, seamless, forged to withstand, not to welcome. It was a hub, center of something here in this plane, thrumming softly in the stillness of this astral plane, the only sign of civilization in this vast expanse of silence and stars. And yet, as we floated nearer, I felt in my chest, not dread precisely, but a kind of wrongness, like we were walking into a room and knowing someone had just left or something had just arrived and something was still off. But then again, this is the astral plane, so what isn't? We approached the structure with all grace and discretion that one might use into breaking a nobleman's wine cellar, but far less certainty about what we left behind the door. Instead, we found a single entry point that revealed itself with the sort of cautious optimism born only of desperation and questionable planning. We had let ourselves in. The corridor inside greeted us not with grandeur but decay. I had expected something a touch more, pristine. Given this smooth like dome structure outside, instead we find flaking panels, dimly flickering lights, and the unmistakable scent of mold mingled with cold metal. It felt like someone had left a seafood stew in an iron cauldron and promptly forgotten about it for a decade or two. But we kept quiet, unnaturally quiet. This is the sort of quiet that one adopts in a place when you don't belong, and the walls might be listening. As every step felt like it echoed too loudly, every breath was an offense to the unseen hosts of this place. And then it came, a sound. This sloshing, wet slurping of it turned my blood just a bit colder. It was a sound of something tentacled, and in my experience, things with tentacles are fairly rarely friendly and are never punctual. So without further encouragement, we made haste to the nearest door, hastily unlocking it with this special kind of urgency that inspires one to fumble with locks, no matter how steady their hands normally are. And we slipped inside, closing it just before the source of that grotesque squelching came from behind the doors. Within, we were met with an unexpected sight. It was a bugbear of all things, clad in patchwork armor, tied and bound within these glowing magic circles, and he looked rather annoyed by this predicament, but rather relieved to see us. Which was refreshing considering the general reputation for leaving behind as much chaos as we do find. The bugbear
So,
declared that he had been
actually,
imprisoned.
hang on a
We're
sec,
going to switch
Mikey,
that.
because we are
Yep.
going to change things a little, so we can stop there. But thank you for the awesome
Okay.
read. You can take
Okay.
a inspiration point for that.
Hopefully that was not too
Matt
long. I
certainly
tried
has a
being
way
quick.
with words.
Yes, AI does indeed.
He he AI generated the journal.
Yeah.
The
Well, he writes it all out and then he
Grognar.
puts it through and
Oh,
refines it.
does he actually? I was
Yeah.
kidding. He does use AI. That's okay.
He
Interesting.
writes everything out and then refines it. Yeah.
All right.
He's really good at using it.
Well, a couple of housekeeping things. So, with two people
Whew.
out, we have the two NPCs up for grabs if someone wants to play, or people want to play them. That would be Kevik and Balik, the dwarf and the revenant.
I guess Kudo, I'm going to ask you, would
I
you
think
rather journal or would you rather control the NPCs?
I think Kudo already has Balik from
I
last
already
time.
have balance.
Would
Yeah.
Because
you?
I've played Balak in the past before too, but if you want to control NPCs, I'll journal, or if you want to journal, I'll control both NPCs since we're the most experienced here.
Would you like to do Balik, Kudo?
I wouldn't mind keeping Balak. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to do Kevik as well?
No.
Oh,
Perhaps Mikey, you can do Kevik. He's also
Okay,
pretty straightforward.
I'll do Kevik.
All right.
I was trying to split the responsibilities, Kudo, just so you understand where I was coming from.
All right. So we were going to change things a bit. Basically, I was just going to rewind time slightly to right before you opened that prison door. But
I
other
kinda
than
feel
that,
like you might.
everything. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, since we only had him for one session, that Leaf just kind of didn't show up, just to make things easier.
And so
Yeah,
we're finding
thanks.
somebody else behind this door in the prison. Mwah!
Yeah.
Or yeah, how about we leave him in the prison? No, I'm just kidding.
It's Valandra now, and we're just like, nah, leave him, dude. We don't trust this guy. The bugbear, cool.
So yeah, we'll just. I mean, because it seems kind of pointless to bring his character in when he was only there for a session.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll say the fight happened as normal, but yeah, he just never showed up. That did not actually happen. It was a fever dream, alternate world. It was a different story.
That's the fucking Astro Realm. What do you
It was
expect?
a gas leak. All right, so it
Who's doing
is the
journal?
80th. Oh right, yeah, journal. So yeah, Linus was last scribe. Kudo, you would be first priority for scribe if you want it.
Sounds good. And it's the streaming is on, and you'll upload it for me.
Yes, as long as I don't have like an issue like I did last time. But yes, I
Okay.
will. I will upload it, or if I can't upload it, it will be on Twitch in pieces. Because I don't know why, but for some reason sometimes it has issues, and then it just records them in chunks, and I can't really upload that to YouTube.
Felix, I gotta ask. I journal while we're playing. Do you not?
I don't.
Okay, so that makes a lot more sense. That's why I was trying to split responsibilities. So yeah.
All
I'm
right,
down for that.
so let's see. Get back into the Astral Sea. And I will bring you in fairly shortly, Valindra. So you don't have to worry
That's
about
fine.
that. Oh, if you could, maybe shorten your name to Vel and give the 3 passive scores. So basically we do, like, you can kind of see other people's names, like they have like a 19, 19, and 10. That's passive perception, passive insight, and passive investigation. I do that so I don't have to keep asking everyone what those.
What was it
numbers are.
again? The 1910 investigation.
Perception, insight, investigation.
Yeah, and there's a 16 character limit, so if your name's too long, you won't be able to put them all in.
Sure, I'll do that.
All right, so let's see. All right, so we had entered this strange structure, and the group was exploring when you thought you heard movement coming from the room to the northwest.
Do I get my spell slots back? Sorry, Lou.
Your spell slots back. What do you mean?
That I used for the free.
Did you rest?
No, but I used the spell slots to free the bugbear.
Oh, yes, you would have those back
Okay,
because that never happened.
thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, you think you hear movement coming from behind the door here. And yes, you did hear some kind of weird noise coming from behind this door as well.
You hear that? Shall we investigate?
You want to investigate the sloshing Kudo as Ophelia speaks through Rary's telepathic.
Wait, is Azovich in here? Hang on, I don't see him. I thought we brought him in, but I'm not seeing him. There. Can you see Azovich?
Yep. I'll knock on the door. I'll be like, "Is anybody home?"
Wait, which door are you knocking on?
This one to my right.
The one that has the sloshing that we don't know where it's from.
Testing, testing. Okay, y'all can hear me now?
Yeah,
I
we can hear you.
Okay. I was just adjusting the sensitivity and it stopped working, so I was trying to fix it. Okay. Yeah, yes, I can see.
Okay, for some reason I don't see your token on the map. Let me refresh. There's been a lot of bugs with the map since they added the foreground. Hmm.
I don't see him either now. I guess I'll refresh.
Are you on the map, Azovich?
No, I don't see me either.
Oh, weird.
Oh, okay. Then maybe I
Hold
should
on.
have rebooted.
I'll pull the token back out. Can you see now?
Give me a second. I'm not in yet.
Oh, okay.
Loading. Yes, I can.
All right,
Okay.
awesome. Go ahead.
So I knocked on the door and I said, "Is anybody home?"
So you hear what at first you think is a voice, but then you realize it's only in your mind. Open the door, please. Let us out.
He does have
Oh.
protection from good and evil. I don't know if that matters.
Oh yeah. I'm not compelled right now, so I'll behave normally. But I'll be like, I thought I heard something in there, but it's only in my mind. But still, I think we should take a look.
Are they talking to you from there?
You would hear the other voice say, Thrall's worms. Do not release them. They are a danger.
There's worms in there. This is the good voice in my mind.
Wait, you have a good voice as well?
Indeed.
We must find the song. They should take the spell off of you, the voice says.
I think my friends put this on me to protect me from the song's influence.
We should find the source. It calls to us. Alright. So, Azovich, you walk down the hall a bit. And the door there it looks like a big double door, and it seems like it is closed and locked. But you
This
do
one?
think you hear
Or this one?
Yes, but you do think you hear movement coming from within.
Okay. Let me see. Pull up my character sheet.
You do
Oh.
also have Emboldening Bond as well.
Yeah. So, Azovich, do you see the icon that we put on ourselves, the stars?
Yes.
If you want to add that to your character token, that would be good. And
This?
basically,
Yeah.
emboldening bond, Mikey, do you want to paste it for him?
Yeah, I'll link it.
Basically, it'll give you a one. It's basically like bless. It gives you a 1d4 to your saves, attacks, and ability checks. So use it. It's like bless.
You can
Okay.
do it once
Little-
per turn.
It's once per turn, so it's a little more constrained than Bless, but you get it for also ability checks, which Bless doesn't give, and you can also use Protective Bonds, so we can teleport to each other and take each other's damage. And
Okay.
each other.
Is there a like a keyhole in the door that I can look through to see the other side?
There is a keyhole, but you can't see through it. It seems like there is a back to it, or like the lock is more complicated than a simple skeleton.
Are there any like cracks in the door or in between the two doors that I could see through?
So there is a space underneath the door that you could possibly look under to slightly see inside.
Okay. I will look underneath the door then.
Alright, so yeah, bending down, you can see a little bit of the floor inside the room. And you think there is a very faint light source within the room. But you can't really
Okay.
see much of what's actually in there.
And I don't see any like feet of any kind, right?
No, you don't.
Okay, so would a blessing of the Raven Queen allow me to teleport underneath the door?
Yeah, if you want to
The other
use
side.
a charge of it, I believe That should work if you want to link it.
Okay, yeah. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to ask Kudo. I could teleport underneath and see what's on the other side and possibly let y'all in. What do you think?
That would be dangerous. We'd be separated if it's locked on the other side. But I leave the risk taking to you.
How would you get out? Balak says.
Indeed. You teleport back out.
Yes, I probably could. Yes,
He says.
Can we
I
just
could
strut off?
also.
Well, I'll say
Wouldn't-
Linus can pick the lock if you want. Even
Okay.
though he's in
That's
the
cool.
background, I'll say he can do that. So he says, before
Alright.
you go doing that, let me see if I can just get it open. So he
Yeah.
pulls out his thieves' picks.
I've had not good experiences with party members teleporting ahead.
Mhm.
All right, so
I cannot see you, Azovich. My powers are extremely limited, so perhaps maybe if you just best if you stay in eyesight.
So
Okay.
Linus would take a moment examining the lock, but he would make short work of it, quickly unlocking the door and stepping back. He says it should be open.
Okay.
You wish to lead the way, Azovich.
Open sesame.
Alright, so
Oh.
Azovich pushes the door open. Inside there are some magical markings on the floor that are letting off a soft glow. And kind of kneeling down within this circle is a kind of gray-skinned ashen woman with very white hair and dark eyes. What would you look like to them?
She has a petite frame, light bluish skin, like you said, long, straight white hair. It almost seems to glow against her complexion. She has orangish colored eyes, very small pupils, and she's just wearing a, it's not a robe, it's like a silken dress.
Alright.
And I'm currently curled up in a ball.
Yeah, it doesn't look like she is actually bound. She's just sort of laying there, curled up. I'm assuming she would kind of come to, noticing the door open. And she does look like a Shadar-kai, a shadow elf. So the first one you'd see stepping in is Azovich. What would you look like to her, Azovich?
Okay, so you would see a largish frame, about average for an elf, like 6'1", around that height. He would have like an ash hair, similar to your ash hair. And it would go down to like his neck and be tied into like a knot. He would have scars all over his face and be wearing like a dark robe with designs of the Raven Queen all over it. And he would have a great sword on his back.
Alright, and behind him, what would you look like, Ophelia?
So behind him, you see a petite girl standing about like 5.5 feet. She also has like this straight, long white hair. But you notice her skin is pink, almost more human-like. You see she is quite well armored, carrying half plate, having like a mace at her side as well. All adorned around her are like these symbols of a god. Clearly one that she seems to have a devout belief for. And then you notice, like, she's younger. She's only like 19 years old. And then you notice, like, kind of, if you would look around her head, you see she has like pale eyes, but she has this stone that is constantly just kind of like circling like around her head.
All right, and behind her is a small tortoise-like figure. What would you look like, Kudo?
You see a small, squat creature draped in an oversized purple robe. And he waddles as he approaches, dragging the robe along the floor. It stands about 3 feet tall. Beneath a cavernous hood, you spy an unassuming turtle boy. His scaled complexion is ghostly white, as though he spent most of his life in darkness away from the sun. His unblinking eyes are ringed with dark circles.
Alright, so as you enter, she sort of sits up from being prone in fetal position, as she said. What are you going to do?
Have I been able to move from where I'm at inside the circle?
So you can't leave the circle, but you can move around.
That's what I thought. Okay. I noticed that the Shatter Kai definitely has markings of the Raven Queen, and I say, brother, please help me.
Azovich, do you know
What?
this girl?
I do not.
I'm
But
just saying brother because we're both Shatter Kai.
hmm
Yeah, I was
Yes.
getting that. Yeah, I'm a human, you know.
hmm What seems to be wait. Would I be able to tell around what age you seem? You seem like a younger or older Shatterkai.
I'm younger.
Okay, so then I would say, what seems to be troubling you, young one? And as I move slowly closer.
Balak says, looks
Being
like she's
captured.
stuck in a magical thing.
Been captured. We must hurry.
Let me
I'll be
see.
back.
I don't think I have any spells for this. I do
I'll
not.
look at the circle.
Spells do not work in here. I've tried many times.
So
I see.
if you look at the circle, give me an Arcana check.
Me?
Well, if you have Arcana training, you might know something here, if you're proficient.
I am
I don't have
proficient, so I will make a roll.
Even myself.
9, that's not great.
You probably wouldn't have been able to do much with what you knew. Yeah, sure, you can make one too.
Okay.
Oh, you do also have emboldening bond, right?
So
I don't know why it's adding guidance. To my
That'll
sheet.
count.
So
for the same as
you
emboldening bond.
might have to. For some reason, the old sheets have it turned on by default.
Okay, I turned it off.
Okay, so you turned it off. All right, good. So you believe that this prison anchors you inside, preventing teleport, and also prevents spell casting. But you think casting on the outside, something like a dispel magic or a canceling ritual, will bring it down.
I look back at
So
Ophelia.
like
I'll
the
be like,
mind flayers could cancel it from the outside, but you just couldn't do anything on the inside.
I'll look back at Ophelia and be like, "You've dealt with this before."
I have indeed.
Uh.
Azovich, do you think we should free your sister from this? Is she trustworthy?
I do not know, but she seems like another follower of the Raven Queen. So I would assume to trust.
I turn to you and I say, "What is your name?" I guess I would I know you were a Shatter Kai?
Do you have nature
guess-
knowledge?
I do not.
So she would probably just look like a dark elf to you. Although if you've met Azovich and he's told you what he is, she would look similar. But you
Yes,
wouldn't know
okay.
much about the race.
So I just say, Shatter Kai friend, I see you are trapped here. Can we trust you if we free you from this place?
I would hope so. Yes. Just please get me out.
So
Kudo.
So from behind, another figure steps forward. It says, "My name is Kevik, and I know you Raven Queen people don't take kindly to undead. Is it going to be a problem that I'm here?"
He is one of our
Uh,
party.
I don't really believe in the dead walking, but I need to get out of here so I can make an exception.
Says, "I promise you I am not hostile, and my affliction is a curse, not done by my own doing." Says,
Then I would be okay with it, yes.
says, "My name
Please, we
is..."
must hurry.
Hearing Valandra, and I guess I'll say, what is your name?
It's Valandra.
Say Valandra. Well, if you are willing to work with us and accept us for our faults, yes, let me help you. I will go ahead and then dispel it, freeing her.
Alright, so
Kudo
you...
says,
Yeah, go ahead.
I am Kudo. It gives you a deep
And
bow.
Ophelia.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for helping.
So the symbols on the floor fade away, and you feel yourself freed from the anchoring influence of the prison.
Hey, Valandra, while it is a pleasure to meet you, I am sad it is under these unfortunate circumstances. Do you think it is wise we stay here? I don't know if there is anything else of value in this, as I look around, quite dank place.
So as you are talking, suddenly there is a loud ringing in your ears, as a voice booms, "Slaves, you've entered my domain, and you toy with my dungeons, free my prisoners. Who do you think you are?" Almost like the voice is speaking from inside a cavern, it echoes in your mind.
All of us.
Yeah, you all hear this, kind of looking around
Why?
confused.
Do I recognize that kind of voice or that kind of speech? Calling us slaves?
Have you had experiences with them before?
Um,
I think just your
I mean,
tadpole, right?
he had experience that he does not remember necessarily.
All right,
Like,
so then the voice, I don't want to say it sounds familiar, but something about it is familiar. And the other voice in your mind says, "The Great One, the mind, it calls to us. We must do what it says. Do not anger it."
oh, actually, I am familiar because didn't we encounter mind, undead versions of these
That's
in,
right. You did
Yes, I-
at one point a long time ago.
yeah. Okay, but, I'll talk back to my mind. I'm like, I did not wish to become a slave. Say.
It says we must serve. We will grow in power if we do as asked.
I guess the group will just see kind of like Kudo having a visibly internal conflict going on. He's like, his head's like shaking and he's like arguing with himself.
All right, how do the rest of you react to this?
Are you okay?
And you've
Kudo's
all heard this voice, by the way. It wasn't just Kudo.
Hey, Kudo, is this what the worms, they sound like?
Kudo is like clutching his head. I think so. It sounds familiar, or not familiar, but it, I do not wish to have a hold on me. And I'll be like, I'll like talk to myself again. Do not betray me. We do not serve them.
All right, so as you are saying that, Ophelia, you hear what sounds like a clicking noise coming from over here and the door opening. I need
fuck.
initiative rolls.
Right.
And,
Perfect.
So I
oh my god, I'm
drag
getting-
Alec out.
Yeah, go ahead and drag your NPCs into the room.
And you can add emboldening bond to your initiative rolls.
Oh, and what's emboldening bond add?
D4.
It
D4.
has a D4 to I got two
Okay.
characters. It has a D4 to all your basically most of your
Okay, so I got a 4, so that's 20 altogether.
Oh, Kevik.
Balak would be at full HP, right? And full everything.
I think so. I don't. Was he used in the last fight before you came here?
No.
Yeah, so I think he should be at full.
Wait, wait. Never mind.
Alright, just give me one moment because this thing is being very slow. Oh, did I? I think I crashed. Hang on. Let me just freaking restart this. Yeah, well, I like that new layer they added. I don't feel like it does much. Alright, restart.
Hey, and Azovich, you might want to pick a square.
Oh, right, yeah.
Pick a lane.
Well,
Alright, technical
here, let's go.
difficulties. Alright, I'm back. I'm back.
I'm back.
What are you, a goat?
You're the goat. Greatest DM of all time.
Yo.
I see what you did there. Alright, I'm gonna close.
I accept my loot box whenever you're ready to send it.
I'm gonna close some of these tabs just in case this is what's slowing me down. Make sure I don't have anything else open. Okay. Hopefully that fixes the slowness. Alright, so as I said, you hear a click from down south as the doors start to open. And something is coming.
Let me update my roll here, Lou, before you recenter it
Oh,
because
yeah,
Woolen
go
and
ahead.
Bond.
Update
I don't know if anybody else needs to.
Do we need to add what we rolled from the
Yeah, if you
Um,
used emboldening bond, you would add that. So just make sure you.
Okay, so that would be
in there.
20.
Oh,
There we
and
go.
Azovich, something to note is you need to call emboldening bond before you use it. So
Oh, okay.
I
'Cause
set
you
it
only
as
get
a
it once
macro.
per turn, and if
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, and if you use
And
it on initiative, I don't think you'd get it the first turn because that was for your turn. So just keep that in mind.
Worth.
All right, so hopefully everyone is rolled. I'll go ahead and reorder. So the first act, as there's a
It didn't add the
well, you have
clicked on it and
to.
changed it.
You just hit enter.
Oh, there we
after
go.
You,
Oh, I didn't hit enter. I'm slow.
Oh, okay. I'll just manually move you.
That slow affliction curse is pretty rough.
Alright, so from down the hall, you hear what sounds like the pattering of little feet running across the floor. And a creature comes rushing into view.
Oh god.
What looks like a small brain with legs comes running down the hallway, rushing towards where you are. And that is it for the creature. You would hear in your mind, "Stop! Stop! Give yourselves up!" That's it for that creature. Valindra, what do you want to do?
I have a question. Since I don't have my book, am I still able to cast spells?
I'll say you had your spells prepared from when they took you prisoner.
Okay, that's what I figured. Okay, I'm going to move here, and then I will say, I told you they were coming, and I'm going to cast Firebolt at the creature.
Alright, so you chant, summoning a fiery bolt, which goes flying through the air. Looks like Bless
I'm not
is
sure
still
why
on
it's
for some
adding.
reason.
Yeah, I took it off.
But 25 will strike. Let me take a look at your sheet really quick.
Unless I need to refresh or something.
So sometimes what fixes it, if you turn it off and on. Let me see if that helps. That's for save. Oh wait, I think I know, because it's probably, yeah. So there's one for saves, one for attack, and one for global. So you have to turn them all off. So I turned off the global and the attack one.
Okay.
Alright, so that should be off. So 25 will strike the creature. Yeah, burning it with fire for 14 damage. Searing the brain, giving it 2 levels of wound.
Oh wow.
Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, Azovich.
Okay. I am going to. I guess I will just move forward towards it. That would be 25. And then I'm going to smack it with my greatsword.
Alright, so you
So that would
rush
be
towards the brain. Swinging on it, as you do.
14.
14 will strike it, as it does not have much of an AC. Cutting it.
And then that much damage.
Alright, so you just slash it right in half. Cutting it down. What else?
I think that's it.
Alright, so also you would see to the south, the door is open, and several other creatures getting ready to rush out.
Ooh.
Actually, you'd probably see most of them at this point because they were all rushing out. Do you want to... Well, I guess you said you were done, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So another one of these creatures is rushing out the door. This one is going to suddenly blast you with energy. I need a int save, DC 12.
Intelligence save?
Yes.
Great. The one ability I don't have.
This is going to
Fuck,
be
it
a
isn't, isn't it?
fun place for
Wow.
you. Ruh-roh.
0.
So, wow,
0.
is pulsing psychic energy from this brain. You take 4 points of damage, and you become stunned until the end of its next turn.
Oh,
What
God.
kind?
4 psychic.
What kind of damage? Psychic, okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's it for that one. Another one of these brains comes rushing out. And it blasts you as well, so I need another int save.
Great.
Drain his mind! Eat him!
Yo.
Alright, so that time you, luckily you managed to keep it from affecting you. So that's it for that one. Take
Why did
his
I run out?
mind. Take it away. Take control of him. Another blast of mental energy. Int save.
Wait, should roll it. There we go.
Alright,
14.
so 14 will resist. Once again, you steel your mind trying to keep these things out. As you do feel them also trying to gain control of you. Though luckily none of them
Oh.
have succeeded yet. This one also blasts you with psychic damage, so go ahead, another int save.
Can you EB all of these, Azovich, just so you get a D4 on all of these?
That's true, you
Right.
could. But luckily he's been rolling pretty good except for the first one.
Yeah, the
So
first
I
one
don't
he's,
is the only
think
one I
you're
failed.
succeeding on the first one, but you
he's-
get a
Yeah, I
D4
got
on all
that
these.
one with a -1.
Yeah. So he's kind of staggering back as these mental blasts are hitting him, and you do
It's like
see
this
he's
swarm
stunned.
is just blasting me.
Yeah. So Balak, what's he gonna do?
Alec is gonna move up. Well, first off, 15 feet radius is spiritual guardians. Is that correct? Let's see. Yeah. So he's going to cast spirit guardians.
Okay.
Let's do this and this and I think he has a level 4 spell slot, so he's gonna do that.
All right. So he's doing
Nice.
a higher level spell as a bunch of necrotic energy springs forth from him.
Oh, it's necrotic.
Yeah,
Interesting.
for him he has to be necrotic because of his corruption.
And obviously he's excluding the party members. And let me set the aura thing. Save that. And he's going to use 5 feet. I guess it triggers on this one. So he makes a save.
So that actually that would be 20 feet, so he has to go another step, like diagonal. I
Okay.
believe.
So
Yeah, that's 20 feet.
here.
All right, so that is a wisdom save on those two. So the first one is going to fail with a +0. The second one is going to fail with a +0 as they start withering from the necrotic energy. No! Stay away. Is that all the movement?
No, so that was 10 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
This is 20 feet of movement. And then he will go. So he basically hits one more guy in here.
Okay, so the third guy, third one is gonna wisdom save. He fails as well, so go ahead and give me a damage roll for the 3 of those.
It's up there. 12.
Oh, 12. All right, so
That's a
they
weak roll.
are withered for 12 points of damage.
And that's his turn.
Putting a level of wound on each of them. All right. So from in the room, another one of these things comes rushing out. It'll see the dark energy coming off Balak and blast him with a psychic bolt. So go ahead, give me an int save. Alright, so luckily Balak resists that blast. Ending that one's turn. Another one. 20. It's going to come to here and blast Balak, so another int save. Alright, 16 would make it, so He's holding steady as the psychic energy is hitting him. This one is going to have to dash to get out of the room, so he just comes to here and ends his turn. Kudo.
All right, Kudo is I think I have sight on basically all of them already. So he's going to. You see him a mote of fire form in his palm of his hands, and he's going to throw a fireball.
Oh.
All right, you hurl
So-
a fireball down there.
Yeah. Actually, I might be able to do something a little different here. Let's maybe do something a little different. Fireball? Fireball's pretty good, I think, in this situation. Yeah. I'm just going to fireball them.
All right,
So-
the ball of flame goes sailing into the area. Go ahead and place it.
And I'm going to cast it at the 4th level. Let's just do that.
Okay.
And, where's the freaking template?
It's under resources, spell effects.
I want to try to get the most of them in there, and I can't seem to move it. Oh, there we go. Can I shift it down a little bit? Does that get most of them? I think so. Yeah.
Alright, so you're placing it there. Alright, so there's an explosion of flame, and they have to make saves. So let's see. So it's going to be 36 or 18. Alright, so several of them are going to die immediately. Just consumed in fire. Now we have to do some deck saves. Alright, so that one, what's the DC on this? 18? That one's going to fail. You hear a bunch of screaming in your mind as these things are just being cooked. This one makes it. So he takes 16
18.
or 18. Becoming wounded. This one here will also fail, dying. This one here will die as well. This one, nope, natural one. Yeah, did not see it coming. Alright, so the flame erupts and a bunch of these brains just get crispy right away. Looks like there is one that's still alive. Anything else?
I'll point that out. Kill the last one! And I'm going to duck around the corner. That's my turn.
Okay. So Ophelia.
Seeing that there's only one left, she is like suddenly all fucking confident, dude. She just sprints up on. Oh, is there this dude? Is he still there?
There's two
yes.
left.
Now that you
You
go
lied.
down there, you would see there is another one back there.
Is he not caught in the fireball?
No. Well, he doesn't seem like he's wounded.
Oh, I missed him. Really? I missed him?
He's in the aura. I dumb?
Well, he does not seem to be wounded by the fireball.
Fair enough. Okay. House rules. We'll go with it.
House rules.
But Ophelia's being like, haha, there's only one left. Yeah! She like sprints forward and she's gonna emboldening bond this mace swing on this one little dude and just try to splatter him like a cockroach. She's even with a D4, I think she's gonna miss.
So it jumps back as your mace impacts the floor, ringing out from the stone. Ding.
Yeah, I go. Shit.
She.
I'm gonna back up into this aura. I know it's like pretty probably bad to take an Oppie from these dudes, but I'm backing up.
Okay.
Actually, before I do that, I want to shove this dude with my bonus action. Sorry, let me fucking.
Oh, it's smart.
I'm gonna be like, dude, yeah, I missed you. Get away from me. I'm gonna telekinetic and throw him back 5 feet away from me, so I don't have to take an Oppie.
All right, that is a strength save. Sorry, I'm just looking. At something.
16, I believe.
I don't know why I'm going so
17.
slow.
17.
Sorry, just give me one moment to see if I can not go so slow.
I lied. 16. It's a feet increased by the feet. 16.
Okay, so 16 strength save against a magical effect. It is going to fail as there is a blast of telekinetic energy and it just flies back 5 feet.
And then they go, oh god, these guys are slippery, and I move back 5 more feet, and that's my turn.
Alright. So... why are you so slow? Suddenly from up north, a portal is going to open.
Oh
for
god.
Bruh.
Look at those graphics, bro. That's fucking 2024.
And a creature steps forth from the portal, which
You motherfucker. I already know what it is.
does not look
No.
friendly at all.
Oh, I know what that. Oh.
It doesn't say anything, but it has a cold, calculating look in its eyes.
I'm scared.
It points its finger towards the group, and you would hear in your minds, "Slaves, surrender or die here," as a blast of energy is going to strike all of you. I need int saves from its mind blast.
Int? Oh, I'm
I'm
emboldened.
gonna use emboldening bond.
Okay. DC is 15.
Great.
Oh god.
Well, I'm cooked.
It's like, ah, my
Even where I'm
brain.
at.
Oh no!
Kudo rolls initiative.
Oh wait, initiative. Sorry,
It's like, I'm ready.
into a different. Oh no!
Ah,
Even
fuck
where
us,
I'm at, am I caught in it as well?
No, you are too far back, so it would not affect you.
Does
so I think,
protection from good and evil offer Kudo anything here?
No.
not
Okay.
versus this.
I tried.
He would strike you for 32 psychic energy each, and you become
God.
stunned until the end of the Mind
Alright.
Flayer's next turn.
That
yeah.
will get halved for me.
You have psychic resistance. All right.
Well, I
Uh,
am.
so it will then, and I think that would cancel the
Oh shit, that would cancel the protection from good and evil on Kudo.
and Balak, his aura.
Oh, and Balak's aura? Shit.
Yeah, if he failed to save, he would be stunned.
He did.
So a bunch of magical effects suddenly turn off as you all get stunned. So he is going to then move over to here. And looks like he's about to try to wrap his tentacles around Azovich's head. But that's it for him. Another figure steps through the portal. This also looks kind of a strange thing you've never seen before. He says, "I'm here to serve, Master." He draws a silver blade, rushing forward. And he is going to slash at Balak as he sees Azovich already about to be executed.
Oh, jeez. Balak is not.
Or at least attempted to. So Balak, unfortunately, is stunned, so that would give him advantage on these attacks. 21, I assume, is going to strike.
He has no reactions or anything.
So he is struck for 7 slashing and 13 psychic with the first attack.
Can I not take reactions when I'm stunned, right?
No, you can't.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Okay.
How much damage again?
7 slashing, 13 psychic. So 20 total without resistances. He's going to take a second swing. Luckily, Balak manages to get his shield up, even stunned, blocking that one. That's it for him. There's a bunch of dead mind flayers, or dead intellect devourers. This one is not dead, though. So he's going to come rushing up and attempt to blast Ophelia with more psychic energy. Give me an 8 save.
Cool. I'm in emboldening bond this.
Not doing it alone.
You
Oh, why
rolled-
did I?
Why is everyone rolling
Yeah.
initiative?
Dude, I thought it was the thing to do, man.
It's the thing
You know,
to do
let
right
me
now.
Let me
You started
fix
a
that
trend,
before
Kudo.
He changed his
fix
initiative
that.
in the thing too.
I got. Suddenly, I have 7,000 initiative. Let me fix that real quick.
71,000. That's insane.
It's she's very fast. Let me say. What is this? Int? Fuck,
Yeah.
dude. That's my worst. That's one of my worst ones.
You guys
No,
are-
because it
Like
said-
everyone
you guys are
Yeah,
having
you're
fun in
right,
this
Kudo.
place.
Emboldening bond.
Okay.
14?
That would make it. Emboldening
Oh,
Bond
God.
saves you. So yeah, you manage to resist the creature's blast. And that would be a new round. So this thing is dead. Valindra. You hear the familiar voice of the Mind Flayer inside your mind. They've come to put you back in your cage.
Yeah. Can I Scorching Ray the Githyanki?
Aren't you stunned?
No,
No,
she's
that's
back further. You're gonna Scorching
Oh.
Ray the Mind Flayer?
No, the warrior, the Githyanki warrior.
Oh, the Gith? Yeah, you can blast him.
Scorching Ray.
Alright, so several blasts of fire shoot forth. 28 will strike with the first. Ah, witch! He screams. For 5. Second blast. 23 strikes again for another 5.
No, that one. No, that one failed.
And that one is just going to fly over him, striking the wall. What else?
Boy, I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. So, Azovich, you are stunned for this turn. So you can't do anything, unfortunately. The Mind Flayer is dead. This Mind Flayer is also dead. This one is also dead. This one is still alive, so it's going to blast at Ophelia again. Int save, please.
I'm gonna look.
Give up.
at
Give up to
this.
the masters. You can't defeat them. You are a thrall.
I
No
don't know
saves?
what Thrall is.
Uh,
Yeah.
It would be an int save.
For me
For
or
Azovich?
for Azovich?
Ophelia. Sorry, I thought I said Ophelia.
Yeah, Lou was asking, or I think Felix was asking for before.
Or is stunned.
Oh yeah, no save. It's just till the end of the next turn.
Okay.
So it's
All
till
right,
the end of the most recent stun was the Mind Flayer. So the stun is till the end of its turn.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna emboldening bond this one again. Huzzah! Fuck, 11.
That's going to fail. And you are struck for another 10 psychic, and the stun is extended now until the end of this creature's turn.
Can I just say that's not fair? Luke, can you get
This is
rid of this
bullshit.
this
Get rid of
dude
what?
so I can like see my character? Can we get rid of the dead guys, or is that a thing? Can you like move them
difficult
off the
terrain.
screen?
It is difficult terrain, but I'll put him behind you. Should be easier.
Thank you. Oh, that works. Thank you.
All right, so that's it for the Devourer. Balak is stunned. This Devourer is dead. Kudo is stunned. And a bunch of Devourers are dead, so let me just get them off the initiative. Ophelia is stunned. So the Mind Flayer goes.
Oh my god.
I'm dead. Goodbye, guys.
Nice knowing you.
Nice knowing you. I need a con save from you.
Oh, much better. Please.
You should make this save.
This is life or death.
All right, so that would barely make it as he wraps his tentacles around your head and is attempting to pull your brain out. Luckily, you're protected by your body's toughness, and at least for now, he's unable to do it. He would do half damage, though. Let's see. That would be 25 damage. As
Okay, I'm still kicking barely.
it bites into your brain.
What kind? What kind of damage?
That's piercing damage, as the beak is basically gnawing on your skull.
Okay.
Alright, that's it for him. The Gith is going to try to take out your... Oh, did you not pull out the second, your undead guy?
Havoc? Oh, yeah, Havoc should have won at the end. I did pull him out. Rolled. He
Oh,
rolled low.
I didn't see him on the initiative chart. Did you delete him by accident?
I may have.
Alright, why don't you get him out here? He's confused.
You might need him.
You might need him.
I think we do need
Although,
him.
wait, I think we just got someone.
Oh, we did just get Matt.
Whoa.
Are you playing tonight, Matt? I thought you said you weren't playing.
I am able to play from here on out.
Oh, alright.
Sweet.
Well, then
we need
we'll
you
just
because
bring,
we're about to speak.
Yeah, the group is finding out the bad side
getting
of
wrecked.
dump statting Int.
It's real bad, Matt. Real bad.
It's like it was all working
Yeah.
out until we met Mind. That's how it is for every group of mine. When they
Yup.
meet Mind Flayers, like, why did we all dump stat Int? Ah! Alright, go ahead, roll for initiative, Matt.
Emboldening bond doesn't help, Matt. It's bad.
All but me.
Whatever,
I was
smarty
gonna
pants.
say,
It's not like that.
Did you
Look at that
roll
sneak attack.
initiative? Okay, yeah, so you're there.
oh my gosh, that's awful.
I didn't see you appear on the... Oh, wait. It's because it's... I see. Alright, so you go after the Gith, who was about to attack Balak. So he slashes with his silver sword.
Oh.
Missing with the first attack.
There's
it's-
two Linuses.
Oh, Linus, you are in the room. You definitely don't want to be out in the hallway.
Nah, dude, come on in the hallway, Matt. It's fine. Everything's fine. These things have told me it's fine.
Alright, second silver sword attack with advantage, that's a 20. So Balak is struck. Ooh, for another 26 damage, which is going to put him to dying. Ah! So he goes down. That's it
Hey,
for the Gith.
oh.
Linus.
Alright, well. This dude's not holding concentration.
No one is concentrating on anything right now.
Okay.
I don't think.
I'll bonus action steady him. And pull out my shotgun.
All
And make
right.
sure I'm on
So
range.
you pull out your firearm. And who are you aiming at?
The gift in front of me.
Do you have a +2?
Probably not, but I bonus action steady aim.
All right. So 28 will strike. Or wait, are you in range? Is that 30 or 35? That's 30. All right. So you are
30.
just in range.
Oh
So you blast him with the shotgun.
my
He's-
gosh! One sec.
Daggers back, taking
Look at that.
12
And I'm
piercing.
gonna use a bonus action to also add on a Whale of the Graves to the dude next to him. Or that's not a bonus action; it's a free action.
Oh, so he takes another 21 from sneak.
And then
And
This
you
Mind Flayer
wither
takes
the
12.
Mind Flayer for another 12. Ugh. He looks angrily towards you. What else?
That is my turn.
Okay. So a moment later, or just as soon as you make that shot, another one of these creatures steps through the portal.
Oh my god. You're cheating.
Cheating.
Okay, well, I was going to attack, but never mind. I'm running.
Get out of here. He is going to move up this way to here. And he... who's he going to blast? Yeah, he'll blast you too, because he can get 2 of you. So I need int saves from Kudo and Linus.
Emboldening Bond.
DC 15.
Is it an ability or a spell that he's casting?
This is an ability. It's
Okay.
mind blast,
Alright,
I believe. Yeah.
And can I use like inspiration or whatever, the MVP points?
Yeah, you
Chris?
can give yourself a +2 with inspiration. Inspiration point.
Okay. Can I use multiple?
You can use 1.
Okay. Emboldening Bond and inspiration.
Okay. Yeah, so
Oh.
that is going to be enough. You resist taking no... Wait, did they change that? No, so yeah, you take no damage. You resist. Matt, you would take 32 psychic and become stunned.
Oh.
So you are stunned till the end of his next turn. That's it for that guy. The Mind Flayer. Oh, and you are unstunned now, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Azovich. Alright.
Oh, would he have been able to take an op attack? Or no.
So I think I did that in the wrong order. I think,
That's okay. Never mind.
yeah. All right. So Ophelia, I need another int save. As this little bastard is blasting you?
Oh, that motherfucker. Alright, well, obviously I'm emboldening Bond, and I'm gonna pass this, no problem. Look at this. Boom. Actually did.
So luckily you resist the mind strike as you're still kind of shaking your head trying to get out of the stun. And actually, yeah, I think everyone is out of the stun now except Ophelia, who was stunned by the little bastard thing.
That's fucking rude as shit.
So Valindra, what are you going to do? And once again you hear in your minds, give up. Do not force us to kill you.
I'm going to. I'll firebolt the Guthanki.
Alright, so he does have a cover bonus because this guy's in the way. Giving him +2.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright, so you hurl a bolt of flame at the Gith. 23 will strike him. Or, 21 fire. Youch. Bitch. He is 2 levels of wounds as he's got some really nasty burns on him now. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Azovich. So you can take the stun
Okay.
off you, and you actually would have 3 levels of wound right now. You're hurting.
Oh right, yeah. Okay, so I have a few options. I'm either going to teleport back and then dash and run out, or I could teleport back and then synaptic static this whole area here,
Well, if
which
you
is
teleport-
8d6.
If you teleport, I
if they
don't think
fail.
you can use another spell. Are you talking about Misty Step?
Teleport is not. Yeah, no, it's not Misty Step. It's
It's Shadow John?
Raven Queen. Raven
Gotcha.
Queen.
Yes, so you could do that. Although I think if you drop that on that area, you will hit Balak as well.
Yeah, that's the problem. Because if I run, there he's probably dead too. And I'm dead if I don't run.
It's a tough decision you gotta go with here.
You know what? Whatever. If I die, I die. Okay. I'm going to Hexblade's Curse. This guy. This Mind Flayer right here, right in front of me. Gonna Hexblade's Curse him, so I'm gonna link that in the chat.
You dare. You hear in your mind.
And then and now I'm going to attack with my great sword. Using do I use okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Okay, so 18. Does that hit?
Yeah, so 18 will strike as you bring your sword down, grazing him with a big slash.
25 damage. Magic slashing.
Alright, so he staggers back a level of wound.
And then I'm going to smack him again using Thirsting Blade.
Do you want to use Emboldening Bond too? Sorry.
Can you add that to damage, or is that on attack rolls?
You
Attack
gain a
roll.
d4 on attack roll. You do have to call it before you roll, though, if you want to use
Okay,
it.
I'll call it on this roll.
Okay.
Okay, so this is my second attack roll.
Yeah, 17
Okay, and then-
will strike, even without the d4.
And then it will be this much damage. 30.
Ooh.
So he
So,
has a second
55
level
damage
of,
altogether.
second level of wound as he staggers back, cut from the nasty slashes you've done. Anything else?
Sorry, it's adding agonizing blast to your greatsword damage.
Oh, are you cheating?
Oh, wait, is it?
So, yeah,
Oh, it
it's
is.
got
Okay, might
plus
take
4.
8 off that.
Alright, so he gains another 8. I was going to say that was really high. Alright, so he's still got 2 levels of wound. But yeah, he's not as bad. Anything else?
Is there anything else I physically can do? I don't think so.
Alright, so then just take the stun effect off of your token.
Right.
The Intellect Devourer goes, "No, Master!" And he's going to blast Azovich with another Mind Jaunt. So
GG's, guys.
I need another int save. Ah! As you are struck
This is the
with
end.
psychic energy from behind.
Yep.
That's a check, although I think it's the same thing. I don't think you have training in int.
Emboldening Bond too, remember? Sorry.
Oh, well, it's too late for that.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been high enough anyway, but you are struck for 8 more psychic damage and become stunned. So that is it for that one. Balak, I need a death save.
Could I just roll a d20?
Sure, just roll a d20. Alright, so he's still doing okay. Kudo.
Alright, Kudo is going to move over here, and then you're going to see him draw a quick circle in the air with his claw. And he's going to be like, he's going to plead with the newcomer here, Valendra. We need everything. Do not hold back. And I'm going to quicken Sunbeam, casting it as a bonus action,
Alright, go
and
ahead and link
hitting.
Alright, so you blast Sunbeam with Quicken.
Concentrating. So it's a DC con save.
Could you link the Quicken spell?
It's not a spell. It's a.
I mean the ability. I just want to see what it says. As you blast forward a Sunbeam.
Using 2 sorcery points.
Sorcery points, alright. Okay. Alright. So, the first guy, blasted with Sunbeam energy, has to make a. What is it? Con save? Yeah, con save. So he is going to fail with +1, fully blasted for 22 radiant.
Okay, he's blinded.
Okay, the second guy, the Gith, is going to also attempt a con save. Oh, he is going to fail with a +5. So he takes 22.
And the
Can't
third guy, can I use a portent on? Before he saves. He rolls a 10.
Natural 10?
Yeah.
Can you link Portent for me?
Yeah.
Just curious how that would work with spell resistance. Okay. Alright, so yeah, you would go after he rolled, so even if he had resistance and had advantage, you would replace it with a 10. Alright, so he is going to fail as well, taking 22, gaining a 3rd level of wound, and also become blinded.
And then I'm going to use, since that was my bonus action, I'm going to use my regular action, my magic action, to create another beam.
Can you do 2 spells?
If it's a level 1. He can if it's a level 1.
It has nothing to do with the level.
Right.
It has to do with Quicken Sunbeam.
I know, I'm looking at Quicken spell.
Alright.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
So that uses a magic action. I gotta take a look at the spell, hang on. Alright, so you fire a second blast. Which they're going
You see
to
another
save.
line of radiance shoot out from Kudo's clawed hands, blasting them for 24. Another DC 18 con save.
Alright, so the first one is going to fail. Blasted for another 24 radiant. Second one, the Gith. He is going to make it +5, so he takes nothing or half? Takes half, so he takes 12. Oh. And the third one, con save. With resistance, he's going to make it, so he takes 12 as well. What else?
I think that's my turn now.
Alright,
yeah.
Ophelia. Are you still stunned?
I am still stunned because I think it's
Alright.
that one dude that's after me, that like
Yeah.
over here.
Alright, so the Mind Flayer is blind. He's not happy as he's very wounded and seared. So he is going to attempt to cast a spell. Shay.
I'm going to counter that.
Alright, you attempt a counter spell, so he has to make a con save. So he is going to fail, and whatever spell you try to do is not going to work. Bonus action. I don't think it really has much he can do.
Yeah, fuck off. Sorry.
Alright, so yeah, he'll end his turn there. The Gith Knight, who is blinded, is going to... You're Azovich, you're stunned, right? You got stunned by that
I don't
thing?
think so.
Didn't
It
this-
wore
What would I
off.
have been stunned by?
Has
It wore
worn
off a while
since then?
ago.
Well, you got
Yeah,
blasted
it was a
again
while
by-
ago.
Oh, okay. So
I'll look up in the chat. Check.
he'll, I guess, go for you then, as he knows you're a threat. Swinging with disadvantage. So that's gonna miss as he can't see you. Second attack also misses as you sidestep, avoiding both attacks. Linus. Matt.
You're muted.
Bonus. I'm stunned until the start of the next turn.
Alright, you got blasted. Alright.
Until that dude.
So this
Is there a
dude-
save or anything?
No, it's just till the end of his turn, which is going to
Cool.
be basically until...
Right now.
Yeah, right now. So he is going to start casting.
He's blinded.
His tentacles kind of furrow as he channels magic around himself, and he opens a rift into...
John,
Attempt to counterspell.
Alright, you attempt to cast Counterspell as your reaction.
Yep.
So he gets a con save. To try to avoid that. It's the new version of Counterspell, which is just a con save to basically disrupt the spell, so he can't.
Oh,
use it.
I'm not familiar with it, so sorry.
Here, I'll. It's definitely not as powerful. Which, if
I'll paste it.
if you want, you can choose something else, but I'll show you what it looks like.
I just pasted it already.
Oh, you got it. All right.
Yeah, I'll still use counterspell. That's fine. That's fine.
All right. So he is going to fail, looking annoyed, and he's gonna move back this way.
I might live.
Alright, that's it for him. This Intellect Devourer out here is going to run up and blast Ophelia again. So I need another int save.
Yeah, obviously I am using Golden Bond
Eat
here.
her mind! Eat it!
Hello! 14, sir.
That is going to make it, so luckily you resist. New round, Valindra.
Okay, I'm going to move here, and I'm going to cast Disintegrate on the Mind Flare that was in the front here.
Alright, the one who's back here.
Yeah, and he rolls a 12 for his save with my Portent.
Alright, so use a Portent dice as you blast him with the Disintegrate spell. Go ahead and roll
He
damage.
still gets to save. It's DC 18.
Burn him alive, sir. Oh, God.
Alright.
Oh,
So he
What a
is
damage roll.
disintegrated. What else?
I'll move back.
Alright, that is it
That's
for Valindra Azovich.
okay. Okay, I need to kill the one with Hexblade's Curse because I gain back health if I kill him. So I'm going to smack him with my greatsword. So this is my first greatsword attack.
Alright,
Good
so you
normal
attack
attack.
at advantage because he is blind.
Pro advantage. Okay, well that's the first one. And then here is the second one. Okay.
18 is going to strike as you cut into him with the second attack.
So that will be this much damage.
Alright,
26
so
slashing.
He is cut for 26, putting him into the dying state.
So he's not dead yet.
No,
Okay.
he's down but not dead.
Okay, and then with Thirsting Blade, am I able to attack a different target?
Yes, it's the same as having
Okay.
multiple attacks.
Okay. I'm going to smack the Gith. Then.
Alright, who is also blind.
It also okay, so another advantage. And
Yeah, 21 will strike him.
Yep. then that's going to be 25 damage.
Alright, so you stab him through. I just wanted to go home. He falls to his knees, dying. Alright, what else?
I don't think I can wait, did I use I didn't use my bonus action. Which means
no.
I can teleport. Actually I'm not going to teleport, I'm just going to move.
Okay.
That's gonna move over here. Out of the way of death. Wait. How do I it's not letting me okay, never mind. I'll just go there.
So you just rush back. Alright, what else?
I think that's it. That's all I can do.
Alright, so this Intellect Devourer is going to blast Ophelia again. So another int save.
I just automatically pass.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I'm using one of those loot boxes I got for giving you all the compliments.
No, you're getting stun locked.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. Balak, give me a death save.
Oh no. Can he use a story point on this?
No. No.
Oh no.
Alright, he
Is he dead?
fades. No, that's his first failed death save, I think.
Okay.
1 and 1, I believe.
So he
Yeah, it's 1-1.
fades closer towards oblivion, but he is still alive. Kudo.
It'll run off the Balak, and he's going to use a healer's kit,
Okay.
and he's going to make him roll a hit die to try to heal. Well, I guess he will heal.
All right. So I think his hit dice are d8s. If you want to spend one, plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh, so that is a +4.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a d8.
And
All right, so he
okay, back
gains
up.
7. Thank you, friend, he says as he kind of gets up a little bit, no longer on the brink. What else?
I don't really have anything else for now, so I'm just gonna move back, I guess.
All right, so Ophelia, you are out of the stun, finally shaking.
Oh, thank
free.
God. I just like shake it off, be like, "Hey, no thing, dude." You know. I am going to move up here, and main action. Now that I can actually do something, Balm of Peace, and I am going to go dink, touch Balak. Oh, sorry, let me move back. I'm gonna touch Balak and Kudo. Then I'm gonna come over here and I'll end on. Yeah, I guess I'll end next to my good friend Azovich and give him a heal as well.
Let's go.
Alright, so you guys would
So-
heal for what's listed there.
I'm no longer on 7 hit points.
Balak will be NPC 1.
Well, he
So,
wouldn't know what you
yeah.
were at, but yeah, you're not supposed to tell him. Alright,
Oops.
anything else?
Yeah, I don't think I can quite get to Clinus either. Yeah, I'm pissed. Fuck this dude. I'm gonna bonus action seeing that seeing that Azovich is so low. I look over and I'm just like, "Don't worry, friend, it's fine." Just as I'm like all fucked up in the head from being like stunned forever, I'm like, "Just get back in there, man. You know, it's fine." Does that give you a healing spell?
Technically,
For
you have
11.
a level of wound as well.
Oh, I do, yeah.
Alright, so you are healed for another 11 points, Azovich. And I believe
Yay.
that is it for you, Ophelia.
I still have move speed left because that was my Balm of Peace. So seeing these guys, I'm like, yeah, fuck that, dude. No, I want to go fucking hide behind a corner here so they can't see me. Yeah.
The little brain
I'm gonna hide
things.
up here.
You're like, stop bullying me.
Yeah, I'm just like, no, don't quit coming over here.
Ow,
I don't know
stop
if it's
it.
better to. Yeah, I think I want to come down here so I can see you guys and like fucking just hide away and maybe see the corner of this one dude that's engaged in the fight.
How
But-
long does his blindness last?
Until the end of my until the end. It should be faded by now.
Okay, so it is faded. So he is hanging on, but still dying. You would hear in your mind, I'll say, Kudo, you'd hear in your mind, you are one of the possessors of the worms. Why do you attack us? And that's it for him. The Githyanki
Kudo,
Knight is also dying.
Lou,
Yeah.
since protection from good and evil faded when I got stunned, would Kudo start hearing music again?
He would be hearing some music. Wouldn't necessarily be doing anything to him right now, though. So this
Okay.
guy is dying, fails a saving throw, inches closer to death. Linus.
Alright. I will bonus action steady aim, and this time I am throwing my dagger of returning at dude on the ground.
Alright, so disadvantage, but advantage as well.
Nope.
No, so that is going to fly
That's not gonna
past him
work.
and miss, at least on the first attack. I don't know if you have a second.
I do not.
Alright,
That'll be my turn.
so The Intellect Devourer is going to come up this way. And he
Oh,
is
no.
going to attack Balak, so I need an int save from Balak.
No, no. Stop it.
He's like, you little shit. Oh, God. Alright, so you would make it, luckily. And you're like, get this thing away from me. Valendra.
Is the Githyanki prone?
Yeah, they're both in the dying state right now.
Oh, and as well as the Mind Flare?
Yeah. The only one who is not... Well, these little mind intellect devourer bastards are still zapping people.
Okay, then
Mind demons.
I will firebolt the Devourer.
Alright, so you hurl some fire. Yeah, 25 will strike it. So it takes 12 points, gaining a level of wound. What else?
That's it for now.
Alright, Azovich.
Okay, I'm going to. Okay, so Agonizing Blast works on Eldritch Blasts, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So now I gotta remove Great Weapon. Remove Great Pack Weapon. Okay, that will be Eldritch Blast on the Mind Flare.
The one that's down.
Yeah, the one that's down.
So being prone, you would have disadvantage, but advantage because he's dying. You could just walk up and use your sword.
Oh, that is a good idea. Oh, yeah, I'll just.
'Cause, yeah, you'd be prone. Oh yeah,
Can I move
they're
right
in the
there?
dying state, so also like, well, they're still a threat if they roll a nat 20, but otherwise, yeah, they can't do anything, or if they get healed.
Okay, so.
This
I
one
guess,
is still alive though.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm just gonna go. I don't need Great Weapon Master. I'm just gonna smack him.
All right, you bring your sword down upon it.
With advantage?
This one, if you're attacking this guy, it would not be an advantage. The Devourer is still a threat.
This guy? I'm talking about this guy.
Oh yeah, so that would be an advantage, yeah. If you're attacking
Okay.
Mind Flayer.
I'm not risking this guy coming back up.
You tried to eat my brain. Yeah, 27 will strike him.
Okay.
Ah.
And
That's gonna
then,
be-
wait.
It's gonna be 2 failed
I
death
crit on
saves
him.
because it's not a crit, so
Oh,
he
yeah.
just dies as you behead him.
Okay,
Which I think gets you
that's.
some HP too.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, I think it's. Let me check.
You absorb life force as you
is-
execute him.
So he dies as like black mist comes from him, and then I regain a number of hit points I'm currently looking for. Give me-
Alright,
it
what
is-
about
I
your
think it's
second
25,
attack?
But yeah, I'll just smack the mind flare with this one. I'm like 90% sure it's 25. I'll do it after my attack.
I don't think it's 25. That seems very high.
Okay,
But-
yeah, I don't remember what it was, but whatever. I'll look for it after.
Alright, so you
Here's
bring
the
down
attack.
your sword on the second one.
There we go.
It's a lot of text. Yeah, 15 will strike this guy,
Okay.
slicing the brain for 16, which will kill it.
Okay.
No.
And then,
Alright, what else?
that's it. I'm gonna just look for healing wherever that is.
Alright, so this Intellect Devourer is going to blast you, so I need a int save.
Okay, it's 15.
That sounds more correct.
Yeah, I read it wrong earlier.
So give me an int save, Azovich.
Okay.
So you are blasted by psychic energy from the
Intelligent.
one remaining Intellect Devourer. Oof.
It's
So
an 8.
you are gonna fail, taking 5 points of psychic and becoming stunned.
Sorry, I don't know if you're hearing. I want to take the damage here, Lou.
Oh,
Does
all
that
right.
mean I also take the int check?
No, you would just take the damage, and I think he still gets stunned because it doesn't stop the effect,
Okay.
I believe.
So it doesn't stop the effect, but I will take the 8 damage for him.
Okay. So you take it instead of him, though he is still stunned.
Wait, what happened?
Ophelia
I-
used her reaction to teleport over and take the damage for you.
Oh, so I just add that health back. Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are
yeah.
still
So
stunned,
there's
but, yeah.
I'll
Okay.
link it again, but there's like a protective bond for anybody that has emboldening bond. Like I was saying, we can teleport to each other as a reaction and take the damage for each other. So I'm taking it for you.
Alright,
Okay.
so Balak goes. What's he gonna do?
Alec gets up, and then he's going to throw some sacred flame down to the south at the last remaining guy.
Alright, so you attempt to torch him. The creature jumps to the side, but it is not quick enough, searing it for 6. It has 3 levels of wounds now. Badly wounded, but still alive.
And he's
What
going to
else?
run back because he's very hurt. That's his turn.
Alright, Kudo.
Kudo is still maintaining concentration, so he's going to run over here. He's going to blast the fuck out of that thing. Another sunbeam down.
Alright. Yeah, no, it is completely fried.
I just imagine it looks like a rave with the strobe lights and shit going off
Alright,
across the
so
dance
that
floor.
would end the combat. What do you all want to do?
I immediately want to call everyone over, including Balak, to
Isn't
throw
this guy
another
still alive?
heal.
He is dying, but I assume he just dies
Yeah.
if you aren't gonna do anything.
Okay.
Everybody
A voice
takes some free
booms in your
heals.
heads. How dare you! You will pay for this. You will not leave this place alive.
I say we
also-
leave.
I
Hold
also
on.
immediately cast Protection from Good and Evil on Kudo.
Before the Githyanki dies, can we? Kudo would say, "What if he has a worm in his mind, just like me? Do you think we could turn him around?"
The Githyanki, who's kind of on the edge of consciousness, says, "Please just end it. Let me die. I don't want to serve them anymore."
I understand.
Would charm or not charm, suggestion overwrite a worm? I don't know. Maybe.
I guess give me Arcana.
No. Doubtful. Kudo
Okay.
would say doubtful. I think
So it might temporarily gain control of him, but yeah, once it's gone, whoever's dominating him would have control again.
Wait, Lou, I have a question before we continue. I guess I should ask, does Protection from Good and Evil push the worms out of their head?
No.
Okay.
So if you are not doing anything, he is just gonna fall over. Ugh.
I'll just slice his throat with my claw, and I'll be like, "I'm sorry, but I understand."
Before you do, I'm just gonna come over and give like a last rites prayer and thank him for his service and offer.
You don't
peace
really
and
have enough
indulgence.
time for that. He was already mortally wounded, so he just kind of bleeds out.
It's just gonna be like a quick, like 10 seconds, just like a.
Alright. So you say a prayer over his body, sure.
Okay, sorry. I was just wondering. You can heal us now. Thank you, Ophelia.
Yeah. No, heal and protection from evil and good back on Kudo.
Oh,
Okay.
you're awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I'm not
the,
letting you just fucking go run amok, dude.
So yeah, the Mind Flayers, if you take a look at them, they do have a few things. which I will put into chat. Still have no idea.
Minus the one I disintegrated.
That is
Oh,
true.
yeah.
One of them did get disintegrated, so he would be gone. But the other one
He collects
has a few things. There would be no essence either. Disintegrate would destroy everything.
Sorry.
Please disintegrate all you want.
You know what I realized we forgot to do a while ago? When I was creating my character, I think we forgot to switch out darkness with Cloud of Moil because it wasn't one of the options. I don't know what was wrong with it, but yeah, I just realized that.
Welcome to D&D, where you are eternally optimizing your character every week.
Alright, so there is a 120 Maho of arcane components on him. You would also find a scroll.
What's the CR to that?
That's arcane components. There's no CR.
Ooh,
Oh,
And a second level scroll of magic missile.
Okay.
If you want to collect his essence, let's say you take a minute to do that. Things are quiet for the moment.
I'm looking for my book.
oh, when you mention a spell book, I'll pass the scroll of magic missile to you, just so I don't have to write it down in the ledger.
Alright, so he gives you a scroll of magic missile.
I look to Vel and I say, your book. Does that mean we have to fucking stay here and find your book, Vel?
I can't leave it.
I bet.
Bruh.
So at this point, Ophelia, you would notice something troubling. You could have sworn you came through a door at the end of this hallway, but you only see a dead end now. There's no door.
Oh, great.
I will point that out to the rest of the party and go, well, first the 7 Vels.
I miss
As
you.
I crack the pun looking over at Valandra. And I say, well, as you helped us quite a bit there, I feel like we may be indebted to help you if you wouldn't mind getting your book and trying to escape this place.
Yeah, I want nothing more, but I'm not sure what it is.
Well, I don't think we're escaping the way we came, so
Did I
perhaps...
see where they were coming and going from?
It was
when
a
I still
portal.
prisoner.
A portal had appeared
like
temporarily, then
certain-
disappeared.
Like a certain direction.
It was right
where
here.
My book might be.
It was just a portal right here that they came out of.
Yeah.
Do we get any essence from the Githyanki too?
So the Gith is a humanoid. You can collect his essence, but that's considered taboo as casters, because humanoids
Oh.
give blood essence, which are used in
Okay.
very profane type rituals. It's
won't
considered an
do
evil
that.
act, basically.
Kudos, not evil.
Kudos, not evil.
Ophelia, did you say there was a door somewhere?
I'd say there was a door to the south at the end of this hallway, but yeah, that's gone now. So it's either... I mean, we gotta get your book, right? So if we're getting your book, there's no point in turning back now.
Maybe that's the direction of where they was keeping my book. I have a spell that might be able to help us if you think there was a door there before.
Well, I have a spell that can help us find your book. I think, from what I've learned from some of my, caster friends, that it is quite important to you, is it not?
Yes, it's very needed.
So, can you perhaps describe this book to me a little bit in detail? As I tell you, it's like I do have a spell that might be able to perhaps locate. It is not known to me, but maybe this might work.
It's a tome, and it has a porcelain mask on the front of it.
Lou, would I know if he describes it to me? Like, would that make it a little bit more familiar to me?
I think with this spell, you have to have seen it at least once, is what it says.
Okay.
Right?
Well, then it just says something that isn't familiar to me, so I don't know what
Spell
that
can
means.
locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close. It says after that, it specifies seen it up close within 30 feet.
You know what? Okay. I
Yeah.
say, well, friend, never mind. My magics elude me, but perhaps, if I mean, I'm down to, find the escape exit, but it is all for naught if we are going to stay for your tome.
Are you sure there was a door down south here?
Oh, I am positive. That is where we entered.
So Balak would
do you have-
say, don't mean to complain. I'm still not feeling great. I can heal myself
see.
if you want.
I say, I look at the rest of the party and I ask how the rest of the party is feeling.
You should be able to see their markings.
1, 2, 3. Vel's fine. I go, oh, don't worry, Balak. Here, let me help a little bit. And I use my last.
Alright, at this
one
point,
of
the
these.
emboldening bond will wear off.
All right.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna
I
nade
use my
her.
last balm of peace to heal everyone. And I will also hand Balak just a normal health potion because I do not want to give him something better than that.
Alright, so Balak is what? NPC 1, so he gains 16.
And then I will give him a normal health potion, which is what? 2d4 plus 4?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
roll it for me.
normal.
Alright. 9. I give him a health potion for 9 more.
So he nods,
Okay.
he says, thank you. Feeling better.
Yeah, just trying to do what I can, Balak. You have been much use for us. I do appreciate everything you have done. And would hate to see you fall to these stupid squids.
I'll look around in here and see if my book is in here.
So the room is filled with probably a lot of strange looking gelatinous type liquid. This seems to be where they keep these things when they're not using them. But you don't see anything like a book or any of your items.
Nope, not in here.
Oh, can we collect the essence from all the brains?
Yeah, sure.
Am I able to move down here?
If you want, just if you're doing that, let me know, because I think your group is still collecting essence.
Okay, I'll just wait here then.
Just have to see
This essence is good shit.
how many brains there are. Alright, so... So it takes you a little bit, as there are quite a few of them. And the... 20 is lagging.
You want to refresh your thing or whatever, reload, and take a small break? Or
6, 8, 9, 10. There's 10. Okay. Yeah. Well, hang on. I got it. So.
There ain't no rest for the wicked, Felix.
Yeah, we can take a break. I just got the essence. So you collect some essence. Luckily, nothing else comes, and yeah, let's do a 10-minute break. I don't know what's going on with this map. It's weird. I don't usually have.
It's a
lines
MacBook?
open. No, it's not a,
what kind of Mac is it?
no, this map, not the map. Mac.
Oh.
No, I have
I was wondering why you were saying that.
a very powerful computer. I don't know why it's running. Having trouble With,
Well, we know Roll 20 is optimized.
Yeah.
Supremely. Yes, yes.
Let me see. Using Firefox.
Oh, maybe try
Oh
Chrome.
well,
I
yeah.
usually use Chrome and it works fine.
I'm using Firefox and it's running smoothly for me. It's not.
I think it's just some of the updates they did recently because they added that new layer and I think it's screwing with stuff. Like, it doesn't let me. Like, it just gets buggy. Like, it won't let me move things to the different layers, or like it'll make duplicates of tokens if I try to move a token around sometimes. It's weird. But yeah, it's fine. But yeah, so yeah, let's do a 10-minute break.
Wow, the icon stuff is really fucked up.
Yeah.
Take a break.
Yeah,
It keeps,
it's
it keeps resetting my. I'm trying to set the exhaustion to 1 and the wounded to 2, and it keeps flipping it around on me.
That's weird.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, yeah, I think we completely forgot to, because I have a couple spells in here that we just completely forgot to switch out for the ones I actually should have.
Yeah, it runs different when it's DM side.
Yeah.
Who's only got like 8 times the processing power and GPU you do, and it's still failing.
Yeah. And I didn't even notice because I just completely forgot that I was supposed to be using Shadow of Moyle at the start of combat. Let me pull up what I'm supposed to, but
What does that do again?
Shadow of Moyle, it's just like a better darkness spell. It's higher level, but it pretty much makes you unseeable. Like almost nothing can see through it. Like very, very few things can see through it.
It's through magical darkness.
It's not a magical darkness. That's why almost nothing can see through it. It's like actual smoke.
Oh,
So even things with magical darkness sight or whatever can't see through.
monsters have blind sight, just so you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try switching over to Chrome.
Wait,
That helps.
it still says I have Shadow of Moyle. Why is it? Wait, what? Because in the character builder it says I have Shadow of Moyle, but if I go to the character sheet, it says
Just
I don't.
manually move it over from the compendium over. Just drag it into your character sheet if that's the only thing you need to fix.
Well, there are a few other things that I don't remember, but I'm gonna just look through and see what's broken here.
Oh yeah, this is.
So if I go to
working way better.
spells,
Must have been something with Firefox.
okay, well, Shadow of Moyle is here.
It could have been just a plugin, Lou.
Yeah, I think it was a glitch because it was giving me antagonize in the builder thing, but it's not showing up on the character sheet. I think it was just a glitch.
Alright, well, I'm glad you got that figured out then. Yeah, Firefox was working like a day ago. I don't know why it's suddenly being weird. Just for today, it was really laggy. I guess it could have been a plugin, but
sly.
I don't remember putting a new plugin on my computer or on my Firefox.
The mysteries of computers.
Yeah. Alright, I'll be right back.
That was a pretty good fight. I was a little worried for some time.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I don't use my bonus action. Okay, so if I have. Okay, so with Great Weapon Master, if I get advantage from my Shadow of Moyle, I'll be able to crit on a 19 or 20. I'll have 3 attacks per turn, all doing an average of like 30-40 damage if I hit.
Can you link Shadow of Moyle? You crit
Yeah.
on a 19 not because of Shadow of Moyle, but
No,
because of
No, I'm set. That was like all of my things combined. Give me all that.
Gotcha,
I'll just
gotcha.
write all the thing. Like if I'm wanting to do max damage, I use all of this stuff. Um.
So
This,
you're gonna have to bring out Shadow
This.
Moil on the second turn,
This.
or Hexblade's Curse.
I'd have to go. So I would have to Hexblades. Preferably, I'd want to do Shadow of Moil first, and then I'd Hexblades curse them, and then I would curse. And then if they're already or not, I would I would go from Hexblade's curse to hexing them, or if I want to do more damage instead of hexing them, I will save it for like one attack. Save that spell slot for one attack, and then use a smite, which gives me 5d8 extra damage. Which I would only use my smites on a crit because the smite would apply to the crit too.
Can you paste Shadow of Moil for me?
Did I not? Okay, let me look. Shadow of Moil. There it is. Yeah.
And not a spell.
I might use this. It is a spell.
So is it? I can't see all the. It's a concentration spell.
Yes.
So you can't hex at the same time you do Shadow of Moil. You gotta pick one or the other.
Wait, is hex concentration? Oh, it is.
Yep.
Shoot. Right. You're right. Yeah. Okay,
That's
so
gonna take 3 turns to set up, anyways, because they're all.
Well, then it would be one turn actually, because one turn setup, because I can Hexblade's Curse as a bonus action and then Shadow of Moil as an action.
Gotcha.
And then on my next one, I can just send all my attacks.
This
The
is
Shadow
my.
of Moil will give me advantage, and then with advantage, I would have a 19 and 20 crit rate. If I crit, I get a third attack, and then while I have advantage, I get another bonus somewhere in here.
Gotcha. This is my humble opinion, but I think Hex is a bit of a trap spell. But everybody takes it, but I don't think I don't. I
Wait,
don't
why
use
was
it.
I was reset back to full hit points? What? I need to remove that. I was at 45, so 6 damage. Okay, there we go. It's weird. So I've used my Hexblade's Curse. I think I haven't teleported yet.
Yeah, you teleported already.
When?
Have you?
I'm like,
Oh, maybe.
I don't think
you
I
were
did.
You
I
were
was
talking
thinking about doing it, but I don't think I actually did it.
Yeah.
And then I have one Mystic Arcanum, which I can use Mass Suggestion once.
Nice. Okay.
So, wait, can I use that during combat to just make all the enemies sleep?
They have advantage against it if we are in combat or hostile, I believe.
That's only if they've been attacked. If they get attacked while it's active, it automatically gets rid of it.
I think it's first. I think, and I'm not positive.
When
but
in
I
doubt,
think
just paste it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
paste it. Yeah, good idea. More than 25 words or 12 fewer creatures. So 12 creatures. Suggestion must sound achievable. For example, you could walk to the village down the road. Say now
they
it
don't-
is.
You don't have advantage, though, is the main thing.
Okay, yeah. So I could just tell them to go sleep for the next 24 hours, and they'll just lay on the ground and sleep until they're hit.
Yeah, or you
And
can even-
it's not a magical sleep either, so that anything that has resistance to magical sleep, it won't work. It'll still work because it's just a command.
Yeah, it's not a sleep spell, but
Mm-hmm.
you have 25 words. You can tell them to do more than that. You can tell them to
Oh yeah, I
like,
could tell them to do it. Like throw your weapons across the room or snap your weapon in half or whatever.
I
shit.
once
Or tie yourself to the wall or something.
Thanks, it is a 6th, yeah.
I once
And what's a save? What's a save? Trying to...
Your
Once,
DC.
I once did this spell, and it was pretty cool. I got like, I don't know, what was it, like 4 wizards and I don't know, a bunch of guards, like all failed to save. It was kind of crazy, and just changed the entire encounter.
hmm
It's actually pretty fucking dope.
The craziest thing about it is that it's not concentration.
Oh
Man,
yeah,
no shit.
I don't even have to have concentration. It'll just run for 24 hours. You know what? I could have just told all of the enemies in this combat to go walk out the door and run for the next 24 hours.
Well,
if they fail, they're just gonna run.
I don't know if it would be successful against mind flayers.
Oh
like
yeah, definitely not against mind flayers, but
You're pretty
Yeah.
resilient against like mental attacks. So, just FYI.
then blight is pretty good for like phasing in and out of combat.
I'm back.
And then if you hadn't have done the fireball, I was going to use synaptic static on those mind flares. Or not mind flares, the devourer things. Yours was much better though, because mine's an intelligence save.
Yeah, that fireball was dope, dude. That
That fireball like obliterated them.
I was
No.
always the double sunbeam. I think that
Like
that stopped.
everyone taking everyone taking counterspell. Because I also have
counterspell lost so much effectiveness because it just delays it for a turn rather than burns the spell slot. But yeah,
No, it burned. It burned.
You know what I just realized? I could put Cloud of Daggers on any portals, and then anything that runs out of the portals are just going to inherently take damage.
wait, is it really? Sorry.
It's a hard counter. Let me paste it for you.
If the spell slot was cast, if the spell was cast with the spell slot, it isn't suspended.
Well, that's for my counter spell. But if I fail, if I succeed, it burns their spell. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're totally right. You're right. But it does stop the spell completely. It doesn't just slow it. Yeah.
It does. So it stops it. So they have to recast it, but they don't burn their spell slot. The old one used to burn their spell slot. Like it was just like spell slot burned. You're just done.
Yeah.
Which is
No,
why
legit
it's
thought that
not
was-
as powerful.
I agree.
But
Still. Counter spell is powerful. I mean, come on. Like,
Well,
you
it just
know?
went from
Mhm.
like necessary to like less powerful. Because before it's
Yeah.
like everyone would always have counterspell just because of how ridiculous
yeah.
it was.
well, I still
Mhm.
think it's necessary. I mean,
but
I mean,
like
that definitely
I don't
helps.
know. So my question, Lou, is like, let's say it's like hypothetically, right? Somebody casts, I don't know, like it's a fucking BBEG of the battle. He casts a 9th level spell, right? And Kudo's like, counter spell at 9th level, right? So
Alright,
Kudo
so what is the
burns
group gonna do?
Hold on, I guess we can talk after. That's fine. Yeah.
alrighty. So you guys are exploring this room?
So, like I said, this room has a bunch of weird goop in it. Probably the layer for whatever those intellect devourer things were. But nothing else of value, it seems.
It's just a bunch of brain gloop. Ill. Kudo runs out. Let's check out the other hallways. Where's the song coming from?
So you do
What
hear
song?
the melody kind of humming around you again.
No, he has protection from good and evil on him again.
Oh,
Oh,
alright,
yeah.
So never mind. It would go quiet again.
Oh,
After the
That's
the
fight.
song is fun. But before we proceed too much further, do we need to take a short rest?
Yeah, we should definitely take a short rest. 100%.
You think
Let's
this is the
the room.
time and place we
I need to
can?
find my book.
That's a dangerous game.
I think it's more dangerous to proceed with Avicic and Balik half
Because I
injured.
gain like everything back on a short rest.
I'm
Being a
definitely down
warlock.
if we can do it
You saw-
safely. Kudo, I
you saw-
trust you.
Well, I
We
didn't
talked
really.
Avicic.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't really use any spell slots, so
What was
the only thing I'd gain back is health.
what were you saying,
What?
Vel?
I just said I need to find my book.
Let us find your book, but after we rest, is that all right? So that
Yes.
okay, we'll try to barricade this room and take a short rest if possible.
Alright, so you are attempting to pass some time in here.
Sounds like Linus relocked the door. I don't know if his background is noisy, but feel free to unmute.
So
Got
are
a
you
baby.
saying anything to each other as time is passing? If not, well, if you are, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna try to pass the time.
I will tell Kudo, friend, unfortunately, my spell to protect you from these cursed energies that are making you hear music and act not of yourself only lasts for 10 minutes at a time.
Oh shit! I mean, Kudo says, "Oh no."
I say, I do not have enough magic to maintain this
how does
for
this-
long periods of time.
Well, let us quickly decide. Do we
Oh
need to?
wait, so that's how the hit die work. Okay. I did not know
Hey,
how hit die work.
FYI, if you don't want mind, maybe to out of character stuff while in character stuff is going on, you can put it in the chat.
Okay.
So while we're role playing, it doesn't interrupt it.
And I don't know if we're doing a short rest.
So you didn't
quite
actually
yet,
short
Edge.
rest yet. In fact.
Oh, okay.
So
I
as
haven't
you
added
are
any of the
attempting
health
to
yet.
short rest,
We're not
I
even
need
attempting to short rest. We're
wisdom
talking
saves
first,
from-
right?
Okay, go ahead. Finish your
Oh
talking.
god. Okay. Because I do think it's important to know to let Kudo and the party know that I don't have the magics to keep it going to protect Kudo from this for the entire time. Like I can maybe give us another 20 minutes before I'm done. 30
Yeah, I'm
minutes.
starting to get a bad feeling about a short rest all of a sudden.
Okay, let us push on then, and if that is the general consensus, then very well. Alec, perhaps you should fight from the rear. All right, so we're gonna just push forward, Raven.
All right.
Everyone's-
So you suddenly decide a short rest is a bad idea with no influence whatsoever, pushing forward into the dungeon.
Well, at least it was an influence from not letting Kudo go crazy and nothing.
That was the real reason, was the protection spell.
Oh yeah, totally.
I called that out before, like well before.
He did.
Alright, so the hallway extends north and to the east. Down the hall a bit, you see another closed door.
Vel, are you able to locate your spellbook?
I cannot.
A shame. I do not know why I'm leading the way, but I feel like time is of the essence.
While we're walking, I'm gonna chug a potion. Fuck, I don't have anything other than a superior. I'm chugging a superior. I need.
So
Do I open
while
the
we're
door?
walking.
So the door here is another set of metal doors that looks pretty secure. You would assume it's locked. Do you want to just try to open it?
Yeah.
All right.
That is the rope's job.
So as you push in on the door, flames suddenly explode outward.
Great.
I don't-
Everybody moving back.
Yeah, you did get back over there. I need
And
dex
this is-
saves from, let's see.
And this is why I
Sure.
said it's the rope's job.
Yeah, maybe we should be more careful.
Kudo and Vel and Azovich. I need dex saves from you guys. As flames
Where's my
fill the
dex?
hallway.
I cast a dirty look at Azovich, and I'll cast absorb elements on myself.
Alright, so as the flames shoot at you, you just, oh crap, and absorb some elements. Let's see. So there is a explosion for 30. DC is 15. So if you made it, you take 15. If you fail it, you take 30 fire. And with absorb elements, you take half of half.
All right. So I take 7. Is it round down?
Yes. But the door is
Never
open.
mind. Maybe a short rest is a good idea.
The door is open now, and you see a storage room of some kind.
Let us.
Mia's
Azovich,
like, my face is just scorched.
Azovich, you haven't been with us long, but this is why we have Linus scout ahead.
I see.
He rubs the soot from his face. So you immediately, Vel, would notice a stack of things on one of the shelves here, which include your spellbook. Looks like you found your
run
stuff.
right to it.
So yeah, all your stuff is here. All these stuff you had in your inventory. You can
Okay.
quickly collect it. There are a few other things in here.
Yeah, let's look around.
Alright, if you're gonna search around, give me perception checks, whoever's looking around.
Yeah.
Luckily, it
EV.
seems the fire didn't explode into the room, possibly by design of the trap, because they didn't want to destroy their supplies.
A glyph of warding.
Alright.
21.
You find a couple of things in here, which I will put in chat.
I say your spellbook was blank. No.
No.
They erased all the spells, bastards.
Oh god, those assholes!
That's a troll move right there.
God.
Yeah, for
They
real.
killed Kenny. You bastards!
But no, there is a second spell book that seems to be blank, as well as some potions and some arcane components. There are a couple of other things in here, but nothing of much value.
Any healing potions?
They could be, but you're not sure.
Great.
Oh,
If you-
you also... Actually, there is one other thing you might find of note. Looks like a set of torturer's tools.
What tools?
Torturer's tools. Like, used for torture.
Oh, okay. I'll put that
Super
in the
useful.
frickin' knowing when I'll come in handy.
Wait, do you grab those?
Yeah, give it to Linus.
You actually grab those?
Yeah. I did.
Okay, Ophelia starts. You fucking
Oh.
lose renown with Ophelia.
Ophelia judges you quietly as you take the torture implements.
So, what do the
Balak would-
torturers look like? What do they look like? And, is there
It's like a bunch of like small blades, like screws, like things to basically inflict pain on a prisoner.
Does he like
nasty?
pop it in his bag? Or what do you do with it?
I assume,
I'm gonna put it on my belt. Or, well,
So
yeah.
could I possibly use a sleight of hand to snatch those?
It's PvP, so
I would say
know.
it would be pretty obvious here. So you probably couldn't take those.
Okay.
But also, you might think it's a bad idea to be, stealing from your friends this early on meeting them.
Yes, I see.
But that is pretty much all you find in here. Like I said, the other stuff does not seem to be of much use. What did you roll, Ophelia? Your
21.
21? So you would notice behind the shelf here, something looks off to you.
Nice.
I call over Clinus and I say, Clinus, can you check this out? This doesn't quite look right. Look at the stone pattern here. As I point to the wall.
Investigation might tell you more. Alright, so you make an investigation with advantage. Do you have a +1? Or you
He does
just
have
not...
EB up.
Huh? Oh, did you...
He does have a Bolting
Did you
Bond. Yeah, I
recast it?
recast it.
Oh, okay.
I did.
So 28. Yeah, so it looks like there is a small area of the wall that is illusory. Do you want to put your hand in?
Yes.
Alright, so... You are poked by something. Ow. You take 1 point of damage, and I need a con save.
Oh
cool.
shit!
What do we do? All of these things. 1 second. Advantage on con save.
I look at Azovich and I'm like, this is why we have the rogue do it.
So... 17... Alright, so you feel a little bit woozy, as if affected by some kind of poison.
I
Oh
will
no!
pass that along to my friend.
You're not sure if there's anything else in
No.
there, but there might be some spiky, poisoned things in there.
Cool. Can I poke my head in or look?
Sure.
Can
Yeah.
and Balak and Balak will look at Ophelia. Shall we check our friend here? And Balak will try to do a medicine check on him.
Oh wait, is
Oh, I
someone
just-
casting protection from
Yeah, I just-
poison?
I just
Alright,
cast it right on
So
him.
seeing his affliction and seeing him kind of suddenly get a little bit woozy, you kind of figure out what's going on as you put a 2nd level spell upon him. The poison just literally pulled out from the magic, and you feel fine again. And if you look inside, you see a bunch of basically spikes sticking out of parts of the wall, and in the middle there is a lever.
Cool. I'll point that out to Ophelia and ask her to use her mage hand.
I'll use Mage Hand and pull the lever.
Alright, so you, I guess, have the mage hand go in, feel around, as the spikes don't matter to the mage hand. And pulling the lever, the wall back there will slide open, revealing a secret area.
Dun dun dun. The Zelda music goes on.
I'll step into it.
Alright, so it looks like some sort of hidden room. There are 2 chests on the ground in here, both of which look locked. And
Before we
actually,
do-
as
I
you
can't do
step
that.
in here, Linus and Ophelia, you notice something strange. There are a bunch of small holes all over the room.
Oh shit. I point that out to Clinus.
I'll immediately start looking around for pressure plates or triggers.
Alright,
So will
give
I.
me perception. Or investigation, I'll say.
Oh, I already rolled.
So you look around, it looks
25.
like the chests themselves are on some kind of pressure plate. You would also notice a silver wire coming out of the back of the chest attached to the floor.
I'd love to try to disarm it. I'll tell Ophelia to step back.
I say it's.
I could go in with Mage Hand while y'all are out of the room and just activate it while everyone's out of the room.
I think.
Let me try to disarm it first.
Indeed.
This looks pretty simple.
Well, it doesn't look too simple. The DC.
Famous
would be
last
20.
words.
He's got this. I have faith in him.
I'm gonna get behind this wall.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over here.
So you have the little.
And I have advantage. This sleight
Or
of
like
hand.
here.
All right. So you luckily do pretty well, and you believe the chest should be safe now. The wires have been cut and counterweighted, and yeah, opening the chest or moving the chest should be safe.
Cool. I'll pass that along.
The other one is also trapped.
I'll say you got
Okay.
both of them. It's all one
Cool.
trap.
Thank you.
You
Excellent.
believe that the door would have shut and the room would have filled with gas had you failed.
I'm glad I did.
Probably would have killed you.
Cool.
I am also glad
Yeah.
that we didn't trigger it with the mage hand.
I'll try to open these two chests then, if that's okay, guys.
By all means.
It is you have done all the hard work. Indeed. Go for it.
All right.
I'll try to open these chests.
Just realized my notes aren't open in Chrome. Give me a sec. All right. So the first chest. You get it open, and there is something special in it. I need everyone but Ophelia to give me a d20 roll.
Why
Oh
me?
shit, dude! Yeah.
'Cause it's
I
you
was the
already-
last one.
Yeah,
I was the
have
last
you,
one in the group.
I have you as
Oh!
getting the wish list item last.
I did, but I'm just curious. I don't think I'm gonna win it. It's just for clarification. I was the last one in our entire group to get
No,
it.
you're not even allowed to roll.
I know.
Yeah, so no one.
But-
Once you get an item, you have to go through the whole group. Then you can
So
roll again.
I'm not rolling, I assume, either.
So we went.
Since I
My
just got
question,
here.
Lou, is we went through the entire group, and I was last from to get it.
I think John can roll, right? I don't know, Lou.
Well,
You.
didn't you have a second wish list roll?
I only had one. That was my first one. Was an amulet.
That seems strange.
Yeah, I was very last to get it, even after some new players.
How do you have so much stuff then?
Could have
But,
sworn
it
you
was
got
just given.
two.
No, it was just the one.
Let me look through my notes really quick. Just to see if I have it.
I just hoarded the magic items.
I have two
Yeah, you're like,
items for you.
I got one from the story points for the side quest, which is the Ion Stone, and then I got one from the.
I have
rolling
you
the
getting one
96.
from the demons.
I mean, I'm down for whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just curious, like, because I thought I only.
I
had
have the
one.
prayer beads and the one that you got from the demons, which for some reason I didn't record because I'm dumb. But I have here wish list item for Ophelia.
It's like the +3 amulet.
Yeah, it was just the plus
Yep.
3 amulet. But yeah,
Yeah, so
I thought, but that's fine. I'll let the rest group. I do have a lot, so I'm not gonna debate it.
and everyone can roll, even you, Vel. All right, I think
Yeah, I did. I got an 11.
Kudo won it though. So let me make sure I put a note here. Okay, and give me a D100 roll, Kudo. before.
Yeah.
Ophelia has an ion stone. She's like, I would like my third
She's
wish
got,
list
like, a
item,
ton.
please.
Constitution +3 amulet, Ion Stone prayer feats.
Dude, it's like in fucking 3 years later, man. You know,
All right. So
I'm not gonna fight it though.
I
But
feel like
I was
all
just
three of those
curious,
things happened while I was in the game in the past year. But
dude. I literally had like nothing and spent a fuck ton of story points and shit getting them.
all right. So inside this chest, you would see there are 2 more unmarked potions and a set of goggles, which Kudo, I'll say you'll recognize as possibly goggles of night, as you've been
Oh.
looking for these.
man, I rolled the
Did,
lowest.
Did someone get the those other potions that were on the Mind Flayer?
The
No.
3 unmarked.
Yeah, did someone take those? Okay,
think-
just making sure.
I think yeah, Clank marked them.
Clank has them, I guess.
Okay, just checking.
Did we put them in the bag of holding?
Let
Or
me put it
inventory?
back holding. Unidentified. So we have 5 unidentified.
Yeah, 5 potions.
Yes, we do.
And these goggles, which you believe are goggles of night.
What is the session?
This
112.
is, yeah, I believe 112. Yeah, 112. So are you going to try to open the second chest? Or I should say, try to unlock it.
You did roll 2 back to back to open the second one as well.
Oh, did I miss
You
that?
rolled a 33 for the second one.
Are you rolling so many thieves' tools, Matt? Jesus.
First one was for the traps, then the 2 rolls for the chests.
Trying to narrate all this stuff. All right, so apparently you've already unlocked the chest while the DM wasn't looking. The chest will easily open up, and inside you would find some more things. There are more components in here,
Pong.
but these are religious components. You also see a sapphire, which could be somewhat valuable. A pearl. And what looks like a sack with some gold in it.
Nice. Ophelia, do you want those components?
I would absolutely love to take those components.
And Vel, are you able to identify these potions and these goggles that I have?
With that pearl, I might be able to.
Okay. Oh, yeah. All right.
Oh,
So I'll
yeah.
give you the pearl.
How
The sapphire
convenient.
goes to whoever. I don't know. Is sapphire good for anything for you, Ophelia or Vel? I don't think it's for me.
It could be used for something to make in the future for me, but as a sapphire, as it is, like,
So take
I
it.
need it to be made into something.
All right,
So take it for now.
So you take the sapphire. I think you said Vel is getting the pearl,
Yes.
and
I
you're
can
taking
identify.
the religious components, and I guess who's taking the gold pieces?
Let's just split it. 1, 2,
Perfectly.
3, 4, 5.
That's 70 a pop.
Yeah. So you each get 70 gold. All right. Things remain quiet. Luckily, if there are more mind flayers, they haven't found you yet. And no, none of these chests are a mimic, thankfully.
All
I
right.
look over
so,
at. Sorry, go ahead, Kudo.
Vel, do you want to identify these things now that you have the pearl?
I can now or later. I was thinking that perhaps Ophelia, you can show me this where this door used to be, and perhaps I could have a spell to get us out of here.
Oh.
I thought that would be lovely since
That would be
we
great.
did recover your book, right? Which is what we were looking for. So now, I don't know how you guys feel, but I would like to get the heck out of here. Get the
Hmm.
seven hells out of
I
here.
can try, no guarantees.
I mean, I got a few things I can try as well.
Hang
So
on
let's go
one
to the west
moment.
over here.
I need to check something before you go west.
To look at Azovich going straight right.
It's like there's more chests.
Opposite direction. Yeah, there's more
There's
chests.
There's more
there
chests.
could
Over
be
here.
there could be more. Why leave?
I've been in here a long time. I wish to leave.
Me looking very burnt and scorched.
Alright. So you're heading back down to where you started?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Assuming-
was waiting for Ophelia to show me where this doorway
Yeah.
used to be.
Alright, so for some reason there is a wall here now.
There's a wall here?
Yes.
I say, we could have gone south here. Remember where we found you? That was like right south of here, but
Well, let me try on this as well.
okay.
I'm gonna cast Pass Wall.
Alright, go ahead and link it. Alright, so you put your hand up to the wall here. How far does it go? Alright, so the passageway extends into the wall 20 feet deep, but it just seems to end in stone, as if there was never a hallway there. Something seems weird.
Perhaps
what
I
if-
cannot get us out of here so easily.
Do you think, I look over at Kudo and Azovich, do you think this would have been done by magics, perhaps? Like, that's definitely where we came from, right? Like, we definitely came from that way.
Give me an intelligence check.
Me?
Everyone, or
If you're saying that and you want to think about it, give me an intelligence check.
I'm gonna emboldening bond this because I feel like this is correct.
Kudo says, no, this was always here.
Yeah, Kudo, when you think about it, you're not sure if this is where you came from. You don't remember coming down this way. Ophelia, I'll say you're pretty sure this is the way you came from, but it does feel like something is affecting your mind. This whole
I will
place is
say-
kind of freaky.
Kudo, I know, I don't know, there's like worms and crazy stuff going on, like, but I can tell you, like, for sure, there was a hallway here. This is where we even rescued Vel. Like, it was at the end of this hallway to the left, and now there's a wall here. This place is messing with our heads.
If you say so. You see, Kudo totally doesn't believe you.
Yeah, I'm with Kudo, Balak says. I think you're remembering things that didn't happen. I thought we came from the north.
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic
On what?
on this wall.
Or
that
you
is
just
there.
cast Pass Wall? You would cast Dispel Magic, but nothing seems to happen. You don't think it's
Does it-
magical.
Burn a spell slot, or do I just...
Yeah, it would still burn a spell slot.
Okay. Yeah, so I like cast it and I'm like, guys,
And I
like,
assume there's nothing
swear
written.
that was the way.
What did you say, Azovich?
And I assume there's nothing written on any of the walls.
No, it's just a dead end, as if there was never a hallway here.
Interesting.
said.
seems like it's
Kudo,
solid
dude,
stone all the way through.
Don't gaslight me, okay? I know it was there.
I think our minds are being messed with. I don't think it was ever there.
Your mind's messing with you. It was there. You know what? It's not worth worrying about it. We can't go that way anyways. This is bullshit. Let's find our way out.
Kevik would say,
I say we go up,
Okay.
but it's up to y'all.
Kevik would say, I don't remember it either, but whatever the case may be, we should probably press on.
Agreed.
It doesn't help to
Let's
linger.
You're right.
So it looks like
Who spray
Matt
painted on
is
my
the-
wall here? Who drew blue on my wall? Delete that.
And he's marking it with chalk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
So Kudo, Linus marks the wall with some chalk. And you said you're heading north?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So as you get to here, Azovich, you think you hear movement down the hall.
Okay.
As if there's like some footsteps, though you don't see anything in the darkness.
Just gonna hide around this corner.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide around this corner.
I'm gonna just sneak and look around that corner.
Can I just put on the goggles just for shits and giggles and see if it works?
You can. I think you do need to attune to them, though.
Nah, they don't require attunement.
They don't? Oh, okay. So then, yes, you would have dark vision. 60 feet.
Yeah, cool. And I'll take off my
they're
light.
cursed. You goofed.
You know, I don't
That was-
care.
That
I'll
was gaslighting.
Actually, it's a mimic and it tries to eat your face.
It's mimic goggles, yeah.
Can you change my vision now to 60 feet dark vision?
Yeah. Everything's a mimic with you. Alright, you should have dark vision. You said you got rid
Thank
of
you.
your light.
Yeah.
Alright. So you don't hear movement anymore, but you could have sworn you heard some footsteps down the hallway.
I think we sneak by.
Yeah. Perhaps that is best. Yeah, let's go sneaky.
Alright, so you come up north here. Azovich, you would see another metal door, though this one has some markings on it. Do you speak deep speech?
I have comprehend language. If I
Alright,
wanna,
Deep speech.
I'm not
Alright.
sure I want to use it. Oh yeah, if somebody else speaks it. Yeah.
so you step forward, Vel, recognizing the markings. It says laboratory.
I will announce that to the group.
Can I check the skeleton.
Somebody else can open this door. Just move
Right,
out
yeah.
of the way just in case.
Alright, so yeah, there is a cave in here with a skeletal body mostly destroyed.
Okay, nothing else though.
No.
Okay.
Alright, so the door is not locked. You don't see anything that looks suspicious, Linus? Do you want to open it?
He's checking for traps.
You don't see anything suspicious. I mean, I guess, okay, give me a perception check. See if you notice anything else. No, it just looks like a sturdy door. Nothing like tripwires or pressure plates as far as you can tell. Alright, so you push the large double doors open to reveal a room with a, looks like some kind of workbench, some shelves, and a bunch of weird looking tanks filled with liquid, with humanoids floating in them.
It's
You
very
can't tell,
unsettling.
but they might still be alive.
You said we can't
Great.
help?
I said you can't,
Can't
tell,
tell.
but they might still
Can't
be
tell.
alive. It's hard to. You don't see them breathing, but they look unnervingly lifelike in the.
Is that
vat filled-
Doritos?
It's Doritos,
Oh, wait,
I
never
don't
mind.
think. I don't think
Okay.
so.
Can I medicine check to see if they are alive?
Sure. Let's see if you notice anything. If you examine
I'll
them.
try to help with that.
Boldening bond.
So
Both
yes,
are-
you think they are living in some sort of state of suspended animation.
I will relay that to the party. As I said, God,
I
like,
concur.
do we try to save them? I don't. What do we do in this? God, this place is so fucked up. Pardon my language, but like,
Do I think that they have tadpoles in them?
That would be hard to tell without, talking to them. And
I will. Okay. And what?
yeah, without talking to them, and I was going to say they might not even know.
Okay. Wait, sorry. What's in the tank again? What are they?
Humanoids. Looks
Humanoids.
like there are mostly Gith, though one of them is human. So I guess you'd see 3 Gith and 1 human in the vats.
I'll say greetings. Can you hear me?
They just kind of bob there. Their eyes are closed.
I will. This might be weird, but I'm going to try to. I'm going to speak to one of them ethically.
Which one?
The one that's in front of us right now.
Okay, so that is one of the Gith. Give me a wisdom save.
Yep. I'm going to use EV on this.
Okay.
Is it a charm or frightened effect?
No.
I think I'll use a MVP point or whatever too.
Alright, using D4 plus 2. So you connect to the mind of this creature, and it almost feels like some kind of living nightmare as you hear like screams and like sounds of agony in your mind. It's slightly unsettling and almost damaging to you, but luckily you resist it. You don't think this person is in their right mind right now.
Okay.
This Gith.
Should I try to human? I'll ask the others. He's
See if-
in agony.
please see if any of them can be saved, and if not, perhaps we put them to rest.
Alex
Okay.
says, "Aye,
No
we
longer
should put
suffer."
these people down. Even if we fall here, we don't want them to just be more puppets to these flayers."
I agree. I say we
I'm
get
trying-
rid of him.
I'll try to human. Where's the human at?
He is over here.
Do the same thing.
So this one is a little bit more promising, as when you connect, it's not immediately screams and agony. It would just be quiet at first, and then a voice would say, "Hello?"
Greetings. Are you okay in there?
She says, "Where am I? Who are you?"
You're actually in the astral plane. I am Kudo. It seems that you are in a mind flayer's laboratory.
Ah, the masters. Are they ready for us yet?
They are not. What is your name, and what are you doing here?
Says, "I don't have a name. I'm a consciousness within the mind of this person. A tadpole."
Hello. You're very young, I can tell.
He says, "And you as well are blessed by our masters."
In a way, yes.
He says, "Can you wake me? I'm so tired of just being here, waiting."
I shall see. What do you intend to do if I do wake you?
"I shall find the masters and serve them, of course. They shall make me great and strong."
I see. You are still not awakened. Not like me. I'll pull away from him. I'll tell the others what happened. Maybe it is best to end them all.
Yeah.
All right. So how
Lou,
are you? Yeah.
time. Just giving you a time check so you can.
Oh crap! Where'd all
Yeah.
the time go? All right. So I guess we should probably end here and figure this out next time. Let's do MVP votes.
How do I do that again? / WGM and then
/W space GM space your message.
Okay.
Man, no kidding. I didn't even notice the time. Wow.
No, it got really good at the very end. That is a little bit of a cliffhanger, but that's a good way to leave it.
And I got 4 votes. I think I need one more. So Vel with 3 votes, you are MVP. Congrats.
Nice.
wow, thanks.
Fun session.
It's probably
Thanks for
Well,
everything.
thank
Sorry,
you,
showed
Val.
up late.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that
well,
just
you're welcome,
means
Val.
you get an inspiration point, which like Kudo is using. You can use to gain +2 to a action, a roll basically.
I'll just put that on my my sheet so I don't forget that I have it.
Yeah, it's smart to keep it like it's one of your resources.
All right, well, yeah, good game, everyone. We'll pick it up next time. Let's see where things
Glad
go.
to have you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
thanks.
good session, Lou. Well played.
Yeah,
Oh,
awesome
Lou,
session.
Yeah.
Speaking
Awesome
of,
combat and awesome. It's very intriguing, this place.
I thought for sure he was dead.
Yeah, I legit thought I was dead
2
multiple
mind
times.
flares.
You guys always think
And
you're
then-
dead.
The 2 mind flares is no joke.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
definitely dangerous, though. You guys are pretty powerful. You're not low level.
Yeah, you just gotta use your big pull out the stops. Don't be when you see 2 mind flayers like.
I wish we hadn't.
I mean, you did
Yeah.
disintegrate one of them. That's a pretty big stop.
Well, most of my spells are like battlefield control, so I don't have a whole lot of damaging spells.
Yeah, disintegrate important. Work to
Besides that one.
yeah, it's very good.
I mean, and if you guys can't rest, then you, definitely want to be careful about using your spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can't rest, I think I'm actually cooked. So.
Yeah. And sorry, Lou, for I wasn't trying to fucking metagame or do any shit, but I was trying to say hey, Kudo, we only have so much time before we can do this in here because I can't cast protection from evil and good forever.
Yeah, no, that's point taken. Yeah, I was surprised, Lou, that Balak doesn't have protection from good. I feel like Balak should have all those kind of lower cleric spells, but he doesn't have that.
No, he's I mean, he's supposed to be limited. He's not a true cleric. He's more like a priest. So he's kind of a limited, lesser. He's supposed to be easier to run. He's not supposed to have a ton of stuff he can do. Just a couple of neat things.
Well, you're good, Mikey. I
Yeah.
didn't take it like that.
Okay, good. And Lou, so I guess my question that I was referring to was let's say, BBEG, whatever, end of this campaign, we're fighting, casts a 9th level spell or whatever, 8th, 7th level, something huge. And Kudo's hey, I'm going to counterspell it. And he does it at the same level. He burns a spell slot at that level to counterspell, right? But the BBEG, if he fails, gets it back next turn. He doesn't burn the spell slot, correct, with the new rules?
If it's a spell slot, then no, you don't lose your spell slot if your spell's countered.
If it is... So you say if it's a spell slot, are there things where, it would not be used as a spell slot that, you could counterspell?
Imagine if it was an aberrant mind thing, but that's not how most monsters work. It's usually abilities where it's free or
You can-
recharge. Or,
Yeah, you can counter spell
Oh,
abilities.
I can?
Isn't that what it says? Spells or abilities?
Because
I thought-
that would be even more powerful. No, only
I don't think you
spells.
can do.
Only spells. Only spells.
Yeah, so if something has like a spell, like a free spell per day, like one of the classes has, like that would be gone. But if it's an actual
Oh.
spell slot, they keep the spell slot.
Oh, right, because I think it's with monsters they have like a day instead of like slots.
Yeah, some monsters have spells per day. Those would be those would be destroyed. But yeah, if it's an actual spell slot, it's not used.
Okay, so
I
I guess
mean-
that's not as unbalanced as I was thinking.
It wasn't ever, even if it wasn't, that wasn't the case. It's still not. It's not unbalanced. Like monsters don't. Like
Well,
monsters
I
aren't
mean,
like.
losing a turn is pretty devastating as a caster.
That's what I'm saying. That's
like
what I'm
those
saying.
guys would have teleported away if you didn't do that. That's what they were trying to do. So like,
Oh.
if you had encountered them, they would have just left.
Yeah.
So I mean, it can be very handy to have the ability to stop a spell for 6 seconds, do something.
So do you want me to change my counter spell that I have to the new one?
Yeah, if you could just like
Yeah, I
copy
can do that
paste the
now.
new one in.
Yeah, I can do that now.
Because I do think it's I felt like the old one was kind of a little OP. I think this is a much
It
more
is OP.
balanced one.
Kind of like silvery barbs.
Yeah.
I agree.
We don't talk about silvery barbs in this group.
Silvery what? What's that?
What? Yeah.
Never existed.
I was thinking, like, for me, I don't know, in my mind, like, thinking, like, trading a spell slot for a spell slot was equal. Again, I'm not, like, a huge counter spell player, so it's, like, I've never played a character that's
It's
had them.
control. It's control though. It has nothing, like Lou said. It's tempo, right? Like imagine if it was a big spell, even if they did cast it the following turn, like that we have a turn without it is a huge deal. Like you know, I don't know how to explain it. It's like tempo. You play Magic the Gathering. It's like
Yeah.
having it happen a turn later can mean all the difference, right?
So, like, delaying somebody from playing a land and you,
Yeah, can destroy
yeah,
them.
it's huge.
So
Okay.
it's still very